Did you also want to be a good mapper? Or did you
Yeah.
want thieves' tools?
I could be like the cartographer or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we have anyone with thieves' tools proficiency either. So
Yeah.
either one would be pretty useful.
Yeah.
Carpenter's tools, that's what I was thinking. So cartographer or thieves' tools, which sounds better for you? They're both really good in this campaign, so.
What would you recommend?
Well,
These tools
one
seems a
person with
little more
cartographer
useful.
is probably. Yeah, cartographer tools for the campaign itself is very useful though,
Yeah.
since you're going to be literally mapping out the world.
I think my character would be better as a cartographer.
Yeah, that
Because
makes sense.
I'm not
Okay.
sneaky, I'm looking for information. That sort of thing.
Yeah, and you get high intelligence, so. Which I would argue is what you'd need for cartographer tools.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got you dated. Go to. Okay. Forward. Clear the bird. I'm searching my whole computer to find where your fucking image is. I hope you know I love you.
Which image?
The one that I'm trying to import for Umber.
I refreshed it and it's showing.
Oh, wait, what? Really?
Mm-hmm.
The new one?
Mm-hmm. Because I uploaded it on my D&D campaign.
You mean it's showing in-game
Yeah,
already?
it's showing in game. Refresh your.
To refresh the whole thing. Well, it's taking forever to actually load. Great.
I ruined it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, so it did. Weird. Can't remember. Had you received any gear since last time?
No, uh, not as far as armor. We got. I don't know what my weapon was.
You still have a whip, I think.
Yeah, a whip.
You'll have had a long rest, so I'll go ahead and put you back to 20 point.
Yay.
Not that it really matters. Because I'm tracking everything with the D&D Beyond for this one. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have a +3 in stealth.
Yep. Sneaky. Hip. That's just from your dexterity being +3.
Oh.
Ah. I killed a beetle in our last campaign. Or last session that I just played.
Oh.
Felt bad. That he had a family.
Oh no.
We all thought it was like some scary, big, bad, gonna murder us kind of situation, and it wasn't. Oh. Another preview of what the map looks like.
Yeah.
I think you'll be quite pleased. Did it load for you?
Yeah, it loaded.
What you think?
I like it. Nice little
It took forever.
pond and yeah.
Alright, let's start from the top left. What do you think the top left area is?
Looks like steps to look out. Couple of barrels
Hey,
for.
Brad.
Hello.
I must hide it now. We cannot have spoils.
Oh man. Only I can be spoiled.
Yeah, and only just a little. I just wanted to preview.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can hear you now.
Fantastic. Oh man. So I came back from working out. I decided to listen to some music. I knew of a soundtrack that I thought I would enjoy. And oh, it is the Doom Eternal soundtrack. And boy,
I
does
hear it's
it
good.
fuck in the
It
best way
slaps.
possible.
It slaps, demon.
Yes, it is great.
Hey, welcome.
Happen.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Some to it. Winding down.
Yeah, you had a long session.
It went a bit longer. I probably should have stopped once you guys unlocked the secret door.
Yeah, I wanted to say something, but I was like, he seems like he's having fun. You know, I don't want to be that guy reminding him of the clock all the time. So
Yeah. It's whatever.
won't let me edit. my god. This app's having issues. Hey, it
What?
won't let me edit any token. I'm trying to edit a token and it's just flat out not letting me. It says no.
What are you trying to do to the token?
I'm nothing fancy. I'm just trying to make it where it shows Vigo's name on Umber. Like, I've done that a billion times. It just literally, when I go to, like, click on it, prototype token, or anything else.
There. Press spacebar.
Oh. Would that be why? Because it was paused? No. Just, when I click on the cogwheel, it does. And
That's rather strange.
does it let
You'll
people
be
join
acting
even
up
if the
today.
game's already... Yeah, it has been acting up. Does it let people join late at all with the website?
Hold
What
on.
do you mean join late? Like if someone wanted to join the session today?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, they would be able to. I'm not sure if they'd be charged, though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one, but they should be able to join.
Okay, give me a second.
At least they can join the campaign. That's for sure.
Type into him. I'm gonna see if we can get him in here. Yeah, that's really weird.
I
I guess I'll
guess
just
you gotta
restart it real quick.
just
Loading up.
delete Vigo's token and drag it out again. Maybe that would work. Because that
I
one
thought
seems
about that, but it
busted.
wouldn't even let me edit anybody's on the actor thing as well.
Strange.
Hey, we'll have 2 new players playing. That'll work.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Gafu. Aspen.
Howdy.
This is Argith. He's playing Nope. I'll need to add him on here again. Let's see. I've had him before. Not have him.
Hello, Argus.
I'm probably not gonna do the camera thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
As much as I like the camera thing, I don't think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be easy for me to manage.
Stand by, not
More
entirely
like-
sure. I do this 2 of us on the same Discord. Okay. Yeah, it is still not letting me edit. That's so weird.
It really is.
Let's see, D&D importer version available. It's so odd. Like,
Can you delete it?
it won't even let me delete it.
Oh,
That's absolutely busted.
Is it not logged me in as a DM or something? Surely it is.
I mean, the DM is logged in. That's me and you.
Yeah. Let me try one more time to return to setup.
Testing.
Passing.
yeah, I hear you.
Say hi.
Hey, Rose.
Well, I got you. We're on the phone, but that's not going to be loud enough for me. And also, you guys get subjected to the birds then.
Yeah, the burbs.
Burb.
All the buddies.
Love
Burb-apocalypse.
birds.
All right.
Hey,
Well-
I see my stuff.
Okay, let me go back to launch world. Error forbidden?
Hey.
What?
Oh, hey.
Come here, big girl.
Hey, is anybody loaded in? Because if so, you need to load out. I think that's the error.
I'm loading in.
You wanna wait?
leaving.
Hello.
Hello, Rose.
Hello.
It's Rose.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Done?
do the.
I'm going to turn off my camera and mute myself so you're not subjected to birds while I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay.
Okay.
Do what you gotta do.
Sounds good.
And I'll help you join the session in just a second. I'm trying to fix this. It loaded in much faster this time. Let's hope that means it works. Number still deleted. Prototype token. Yeah, it just will not let me open the prototype token window. It's so busted. That messes up so much stuff.
Let me click off of it. Maybe that's.
No, because you're not even in here right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That is not good, because I don't know how I'm going to edit some stuff then. Oh. Let me try updating D&D importer. Maybe that's bricking something. So let me
Could
go
be.
return to setup.
Test.
Pass.
All right. Try to put Rosie on one phone and maybe me on the computer.
Yeah, that should work, hopefully.
All right, so I have to go to the restroom, so I'm gonna mute this for a minute.
Okie
Thank
dokie.
you.
We'll see you in a bit. Yeah, sorry, technical difficulties are going to make this take a second. Let's here.
Technology's
Launching
poopy.
the world again. It is. The only bad thing about having all these modules is if something bricks it, you gotta like figure out what's bricking it.
Yeah.
It worked just earlier. That's the weird part.
Yeah, I was also having some trouble with MIDI quality of life. I had to turn that off. Just would
Which
not
one was
let
it?
anyone do fuck all. MIDI, MIDI. I'm not sure if you
Oh,
have it installed.
I don't. MIDI. A MIDI
Yeah.
file, old ass things from the
MIDI
past.
quality of life.
Please work. No, it still doesn't work. Oh well, we'll just have to do our best with what we got. So, okay. So let me create actor. His character.
Do we need a computer to play? Should Rosie and I go hide in a room away from the birds and just use one phone?
If she can see your screen, that can work, and I can help move her character, I guess. It's easier if you have your own computer.
She will not have her own computer. I can put me on the headset, but I don't know if she's going to be able to hear everybody. Let me fool around with it. Oh my, phrasing.
Huh.
All right.
What was Rose's character's name again? Was it Me? Yeah, it was Me. That's right. Earbuds out of battery. Okay. All the technical difficulties at once.
I have returned.
Welcome back. Well, what we can do actually is let you have ownership over her character, and then you can move her character. That's how we'll do
Yeah,
it.
that works.
Okay.
Commo check. Over.
Successful check over.
I hear you.
You want to Okay. Okay, so here's the part I have trouble figuring out. And you fixed it last time. So like I did D&D import and it did not successfully import her character image.
Yeah, put down the. Let me see. Where is the character?
Put it right near
Which one is them?
it's that one right there.
Please and pause.
What do you need?
Hit spacebar, please.
Oh, unpause. Sorry. My brain was like, what? I thought you said impose. Please impose what?
I didn't hear of any additional rules we need to do.
For this, it shouldn't be anything special right now. Right.
Give me ownership of the character and I can do it.
Don't mind me having a halo. I'm being the
Sorry, do what to the stuff?
Give me ownership of the character, because
Oh,
otherwise I'll
ownership.
do
Okay.
it.
Great question. How to do that when I do that? Delete it.
light domain. Don't
Oh
mind
my
me
god, is
being
it
a
gonna not
high-level
even let me?
person.
It's not even letting me delete it.
Oh no.
What is with Foundry today?
Someone's severely fucked up, because
Yeah, it's like I don't have a lot of DM powers.
Small note. If we could please watch our language for a bit.
Yeah, sorry,
yeah.
very sorry.
Do the best
That's
I
fine. She
can.
couldn't hear you now.
Okay.
I'll do the best I
You
can.
now have owner. Will it even let me move it? Yeah, I can't even move it. Can I move yours? Yeah, I can move yours. What is with this? Hey, Rose.
Hello.
Hello,
Alright,
hello,
let's
Rose.
try a second one up here and see if that one works. Okay, that one's movable, at least. It's like mortal token. Cannot drag, I cannot do anything. The other one, you
Now
should
try.
have
Hello?
ownership, I think.
Hello,
Hey,
Rose.
what's up, hun?
Hello.
All right. Oh, I'm getting an echo.
Wow, I can't move it either now.
All right. I think I'm gonna have her listen on that. Yeah, you got something on your face, don't you? Yeah, I'm gonna have her listen on that and make her talk through this.
Okay.
Unless I could figure out how to put this through the speakers of the TV and just use the mic. But I'm not that quick.
This is so weird. It's like I don't have a lot of the privileges a DM should have or something weird. Because I can move no characters currently.
Who's moving
Or-
mine?
I moved Umber, but that's so weird. Okay, there it goes. Sorry. Okay, I can move. Well, no. Okay, yeah. Okay, that one character is just immortal and does not interactable at all.
Oh. Is it because they're not here? Wait, who's playing
No.
Gafu? Is it Gafu or is it?
Have ownership of everything.
Yeah. I'm just gonna play Gafu, or off-screen her if we have enough people. It seems like we should have enough people. But yeah, for double click at me, click on token and it does nothing. So
It is very strange. Let me see the modules that are on.
and normally they have no issues with this. So we get import character, use
No,
icon build.
there is no image on the D&D Beyond stuff.
Oh,
So
I
can
am
do anything about that?
I am so dumb. I did not look for that. I'm so sorry. Let me fix that.
But other than that, it is strange that I can't do anything to the token.
Yeah. Let me go fix her image. I could have swore we had picked one for her, but I guess we didn't. Oh, image. We'll find a decent elf that'll work for now. Then we can get a more customized one for her later. Okay. Let me redo that import. Everything looks good.
All right,
12
so
months used. Okay, good.
I have us on the same microphone and we're listening through the same speaker. Is that gonna work?
That should work. Yeah, I can't delete this token. It's so weird.
I apologize if she breaks any eardrums. She has a high-pitched voice.
Hello.
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 All right, we're gonna be quiet and let you do your thing. Let me know when you need me.
Okay, it shouldn't take too much longer. I just gotta fix what I somehow busted. Let's see here. Wonder if it's a weird thing I can fix by just switching screens temporarily. Let me try that. I'm gonna activate the bonfire place. Reactivate the other place. Yeah, now they're gone. That's so weird. That's so weird. Okay. At least it's fixed. Alright, so hit me and nope, your ownership is going to be ARG. Hit me set right. Ownership.
Your head. For a second, I thought your headphones. I thought your microphone to your headphones was was in your nose for.
Oh, who me? Yeah, I can take. But
No,
I'm
I was
talking
talking
like in
about
my
Bernie.
monotone.
No, I
Oh,
was
oh,
talking
okay.
about Sarah.
I got
Gotcha.
using her phone for the video and my computer for the audio. Oh, this is
Oh
magical.
dear. Magical. That's the word I would use. Yes.
That is
This
a
is gonna
good
be
word.
wild.
Okay.
Oh, swag.
Default.
Swag Sarah, where is he?
Yay, it updated. Okay, cool. Now let me.
Nice.
There's something else I need to do.
Hopefully, when she gets back, you'll be able to see both of us.
Yay, there's our elf. Okay. I can do things. All right, so now for nope. All right, and then there's no Eladrin. I forgot what you looked like. I think you were. Do you remember what season you were? It's the one that fears. I think it's fall.
Yeah. No.
It's probably either fall or winter.
Let's do that one kind of fallish. That'll work for now. We can go get you much better stuff later. Right, character sheet. Do we at least have something?
Somebody's hamming it up for y'all.
Huh.
And now she wants to act like she's shy.
Wow.
Adorable.
Alrighty, so here we are. So we should have everybody on screen. I would edit things if it would let me, but it won't. Make sure I can still actually move stuff. Okay, so who wants to quickly recap what happened last session for our two new but returning players?
We got way in over our heads fighting some skeletons. We survived barely by the skin of our teeth. And we claimed a hut.
Nice. And as far as other things that had happened, you guys started off as your Ashlings. You got your names, you got your eyes, your rough initial personality trait that you like to go by. And through touching the skeletons as you defeated them, you guys discovered that you could transform. Umber was kind of playing Big Brother Senpai over here to the group. letting them, learn a few things that Umber had learned before
Mhm.
from his own experiences.
Yep.
And so you two would have already been with Umber, and so you guys are experienced as well. And so, having returned back, you guys probably would be. What do you think you two would have been doing? Would you have been adventuring, scouting? What do you think you would have done while Umber stayed here, tending to the flame?
If I can remember right, my character is Mr. Nope, the negative. I probably wouldn't be doing very much.
That works.
Nice to meet
Yeah, me, right? What would
Yep.
you be doing?
me.
What would me be?
Me.
We really need to add "eep" on the end of your name.
Yeah, it meep.
It mean,
So I'm guessing you guys just kind of returned. Upon returning, you see that there are bones littering the area, similar things to what you had touched before, to transform into your elven selves. And yeah. So do you guys want to go investigate further?
Say it again, big girl.
Yeah. All right. So having walked past the remains, you know that you guys have fought them before, and it looks like certainly they've been beaten down, some bludgeoned with sticks. You see some sticks that are laying on the ground, and having used a good stick in your fights, you kind of, understand that more than likely it's friends that did this. And so you walk through the door, and you find your friends. Yeah. And so you guys, having ransacked the place, had a nice long rest in here. And looked about, I imagine, as you probably would, found a lot of little niceties. You found some tools that were out in a tool shed in the back. You found a rudimentary garden to the north that has not been tended to in forever. Um, you notice it's a little bit different than the other plants that you've seen, the other trees and stuff, but you really don't know kind of what a garden is. So you just, you found this weird sectioned off thing with other plants. Um, Looking around at some of the tools, though, you kind of had an intimate knowledge that, oh, these are used for something. And Umber, when you touched one of the hammers, I want you to roll me a history check.
3.
See what you remember about this.
Oh, sorry, I forgot how to do that here on the on this.
Oh yeah. We're doing it on D&D Beyond for our rolls. It just makes it a
Okay.
little bit easier.
Yeah, I'll roll on D&D Beyond. And you said
Let
stealth?
me.
No, history. You said history.
Yeah, history check. Yeah.
19.
So let me get on that. 19, nice roll. All right, so you have an immediate flashback, and you used hammers a lot. You remember hammer, nail, placing wood, bigger sticks than you've ever seen. And you remember that those big sticks came from the big trees that you've been seeing around you. You have that flashback of the blood, sweat, and tears of building structures using those very same tools that you've just touched. You recall that you have proficiency in carpentry tools.
Yay.
And who else does anybody else here have any tool proficiencies on their character?
I actually do.
Nice.
I need the link.
Let me just
Oh,
look up really quickly.
I am so sorry. Yes, let me get that for you. I totally
Oh
forgot.
well, I think I have
Um,
one of them on my phone, but I do not have. What do you do? I do not have roses.
Okay, so I will just paste it to you real quick. So to get on to this site, you just click here. And there's no password for your name. I think I set it to ARG.
Oh yeah,
And
I have
you don't.
proficiency. I have
Oh, sorry, go on.
proficiency in bagpipes, wood
Bagpipes, that's a great
utensils,
one.
and drums. I was very tempted to give myself two tool proficiencies, like bagpipes, Tana's tools, and a cogworker's tools. But I don't think that's how you make bagpipes. I think it's woodsmithing and Tana's skill.
Probably right.
Either way, actually,
I don't know where to put proficiencies?
If you look on your character sheet, give me a second.
Would it be
it'll
under?
be in the
Go ahead.
It'll
Either
be on the
way,
bottom
I'm
left-hand corner on the first page. It'll say, or
Oh,
if you're looking on a computer screen, it should say like armor, weapons, tools, languages.
okay. It says I have disguise kit and thieves tool, but I'll change it if I can.
Yeah, for some reason it didn't update. That's weird. But yeah, okay. And so, yeah, EPO test success. Let's see
I don't know
here.
who Ipu is, but that's what it's got me as.
Oh, it's got you as EPO?
Correct.
That's weird. It should have you as the other two characters that I just pulled up. I'll move them real quick. It
You
should
have
have you as controlling those two.
as people. If you click on the other characters, it should select them.
Yeah. So now if you try typing anything, it should come out of that character's voice as a, yeah, there you go.
strength of
It says
Constitution.
it.
What? Okay.
For what?
Crusher.
Oh, Crusher. Yeah, it's weird that it only has like one or the other.
I mean, it's fine.
Oh.
I can do it. I could do something else with it.
Yeah. Alrighty. So we've got you in here, and so if you scroll out, you should be able to see a good portion of the map. It's kind of limited with your field of vision, so if you want to walk your character outside, you can drag or you can use arrow keys or WASD, and it allows you to kind of explore with line of sight. And you can see the bonfire that you would have been born from, that we played in our first campaign, is down there to the southwest. And that is good old mother. She's chilling out down there by herself, all alone, vulnerable. And yeah, that's where you guys currently find yourselves. And so you had proficiency in bagpipes. There are no bagpipes here, unfortunately, but very likely if you find a ruin that has some, instruments as part of their battle suit, you might
I
find
could-
one there.
I do hope to get the tools or the ability to use said tools to make bagpipes, just so I can bother everyone by just playing bagpipes.
That's always fun. All right, so what tool proficiencies do you currently have, you said? I'll let you know if they were in this
One of
room.
it was chef's tools, cook's tools, cook's
Okay, yeah,
utensils.
you would have definitely found some pots and pans in here for cooking utensils. That's always going to be very helpful. And does anybody else have any tool proficiencies that they have on their character? I know you got a war gong.
Woodworking.
So you got woodworking and what else?
Carving.
Wood
Let
carving.
me just do
Okay.
something really quickly.
Yeah, you would have easily found those tools here. As you kind of touch these tools and get flashbacks to your prior knowledge in your past lives of how these worked, you kind of talk amongst yourself and realize that this was um, probably a handyman's kind of shed, someone who lived alone, learned how to live off the land, build their own stuff. Someone who had time on their hands to whittle and, cook for themselves, a very modest
Aha.
life.
I found it. Wood carver's tool. I replaced my skills with drums with wood carvers.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, which is good. You guys are definitely going to use those wood carving skills. All right, you've also found a few axes, at least a pair of wood cutting axes, or that could be used as a battle axe for sure. And so if anybody wants to wield that as a weapon, I can certainly give it to them.
Really quickly, I did also click the additional features for the monk.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. For a dedicated weapon and all that fun stuff. So,
Yep.
alrighty. So, last time you guys said one of the missions you wanted to go on was to fortify your base and make sure Mother's well protected. That way, if you leave, you don't have to worry about her being attacked. Hopefully, or if you do get attacked, you've got a more defensible area. And so, how do you guys want to go about doing that?
Well, what do we think? Fire need fuel? Have we made that connection?
You guys have fed Mother before. She likes sticks. Sticks are tasty. You guys tried eating a stick and it didn't go over quite as well. It was not tasty for you guys.
Well, you're a smarty pants. What do you think? A big log work better than a stick?
Yes.
Yeah. At her prodding, I'm gonna try to put a big stick on it.
Okay. So you walk outside, and I'll just let you explore as you wish. For everybody, we're out of combat and stuff, of course, so just have fun exploring. Just describe what your characters are doing, and I'll let you know what happens. And so it is a nice bright daytime. You hear birds chirping in the distance. You see a few butterflies flying about. Otherwise, it's very peaceful, serene. You don't hear any other noises, nothing approaching, nothing dangerous.
Hey, I found the door.
I'll go
Yeah.
ahead and explore about very cautiously, looking around
Okay.
before I touch anything.
Perfect, perfect. All right, so in looking for big sticks, if you see smaller sticks that are still larger than what you've fed Mother before, like, right here, but you don't see any big log type sticks in your immediate vicinity. You do spot one further down this way, though.
All right. Me, and Nope are gonna go attempt to move one of the larger logs.
All right. And so you guys head down there. And just give me an athletics check real quick. Let's see if you guys have any trouble lifting this.
Well, we're not very strong, but where do I hit? Fudge monkeys. Oh, and then I just click on it.
Yep. Why is it not showing up yet? Go back.
Anything
Well,
happen? I tried it.
That's a
Yeah,
7.
That's a 7.
that's a 7.
All right, and then Me is going to try.
Okay.
That's
Oof.
4.
A 4. So you guys strain and try, but you guys certainly are not the strongest of people. And so with your two selves together, you cannot lift this log very well. You try, and you pick it up a little bit, but it's kind of like, if you've ever tried moving stuff in real life where you're like your movers, like one person pulled up at the wrong time, the other one pulled at the other time, and just kind of teeter-tottered a little bit, maybe almost dropped it on your foot. Didn't quite get it like you were hoping.
To pick up big stick. Yeah.
Can you see my cursor?
Yes. So like I'm wiggling around your characters. Do you see mine?
Yes. Can
Okay.
you see
Yeah, I
what
should be able to see yours.
circling a big stick over her?
I'm having trouble seeing your cursor.
I'm not entirely sure of what I'm doing, so.
It would look just like a tiny dot with a green color. Mine's red.
Let's see. Are you over here? It's such a big map that it can get kind of lost in the.
They're both near
kinda-
Mother.
Oh, I'm so dumb. You can also hold left click, and it will ping. I see now. Yeah, I see you guys here. Yeah, there's another big stick here. You guys have, several logs down here. You kind of get the idea that you might want to get help from more than just two people to carry something that's, 10 to 15 foot long.
John, we might want to adjust the
I pick it up.
we might want to adjust the what's it called? My sheet on here. Because on D&D Beyond it's a bit different.
Okay, yeah, let me try to update that real quick. Here. Oh. Okay, let's do another update. Start import. Default. Okay. Now your sheet should be updated, but it might not be on that token. So let me redrag your token. I'm just going to put it in the house for a second. So, whoop. Let's check that out and see if it's updated.
Let me go ahead and refresh the page.
Take the chance to delete the old token.
Hey, it actually worked. Yay. But Yeah, so you kind of get the idea that you might want someone like Umber, who's big and bulky, or someone like that to help with like leveraging such large sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And Umber, you understand that those sticks have a name and that they're called logs.
Yeah.
And upon further investigation, where's your character at right now? I totally
I'm
didn't even.
still in the house, but I'm a
Go ahead.
curious person, so I would probably go back and take a look at them or say hi or something.
Okay, I'll move you down there real
Um,
quick.
Where did our character tokens go?
They should be down near the bonfire. I'll move them a little bit. Right there. Do you see them?
No, they. Ah!
Huh? That's weird. This thing has been so buggy today. I feel so bad for you guys. I'm so sorry.
It's alright.
You might need to hit escape. You might have accidentally selected somebody else's token. It might be showing you their visibility.
Apparently, we are reloading.
Ah.
Right.
Yeah, it was doing that a lot earlier to some people where it was kicking them out and they had to refresh.
Aha!
Success.
So you think you're a little Miss Charismatic? You gonna talk the big hippo guy into helping? I'm gonna try to pull up our character sheets. Oh, there. Everybody get quiet, or
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. We were kind of waiting on Vigo to see what he was going to respond.
Oh, sorry. I guess I noticed that they're trying to pick up a log, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a log, and I'll help.
Okay. And so you guys will easily pick up the log with 3 people.
Well.
And what do you guys do with said log?
Feed Umber.
yep, we dump it up. Well, we carefully, as careful as us two ungraceful people can do. Well, I'm graceful, but
But, like,
So
feed it to
with
the
that
fire.
said, Vigo, roll me just a quick or give me an insight check. Let's see if you recognize if this is a wise decision or a poor decision just to go throw this all on top of Mother at once.
I'm rolling.
You
Did you see
are.
it?
So yeah, so you guys just go for it. You toss the log onto Mother. It does slowly start to catch fire, and you do hear Mother's voice kind of ring out through your minds. Children, I do not require that much food all at once. Perhaps smaller morsels, and you could pile them nearby.
Yeah.
As she gives you one last little hint. And upon hearing that, Vigo, you remember through your logging days of all the times you had to split stumps and split logs, and it was quite time consuming, but it was what you needed to make firewood,
Ah, okay.
Mother's preferred food. Oh yeah,
So
anytime we talk, by the way, it zooms people in. Just as a fair warning. So, burn the forest.
now, do little Rose and I have any knowledge about how to chop wood? So
I could tell them like what I remember. Like, hey,
Yeah,
I
just
had
share
a
the axe with
flashback
them.
of me being working with wood, and what I think we just have to chop up these logs with axes, which I guess my tools have axes, right? Not the carpenter.
Yeah, your carpentry tools, you have some axes in there.
Okay.
And also, like I said, you guys found 2 axes when you were
Oh yeah.
rummaging through the forest earlier.
is somebody under me right now? What the fudge?
Why do I have? Oh yeah.
I clicked on hit me to bring everybody back because I popped out of turn.
Ah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, I'm just making sure I know where the herk is going on. So
Yeah, it can be quite confusing.
All right, so we figured out that we use axes.
Yep. And so you guys get to chopping, making some firewood. After completing that, you guys manage to chop 2 whole big trunks, and you toss a few into Mother. Her flames roar up, and she seems quite pleased.
I agree. We should burn the whole forest.
Burn the whole.
I'm gonna ask
And
her
so-
how often we have to feed her.
She says, at the very least, every couple of days I may require some new sustenance. I've managed much on my own, and as long as they are nearby, I should be able to grasp them as gently as I can.
Okay.
She's a self-feeding mama.
Ah. So we're just being nice.
Yeah, but certainly helps a lot when you have them piled up next to her, is basically kind of the intent that you understand.
Yeah. Does she feel powerful the more we feed her?
You do understand that she feels that her connection to you will grow stronger, even if you are more distant, that she may be able to stay in communication with you a lot easier. The more well-fed she is, she gets visibly brighter, basically, as you're feeding her.
Nice.
And she says, feeding other mothers that are connected to me also provides sustenance for me as well.
Oh.
So if you ever were to make a second bonfire for Mother, it would also feed her original bonfire here.
Oh. So we can make another bonfire like in our travels and she could still talk to us. Is that
Yes.
what I'm hearing? Oh, cool.
Yes, that's also how you share knowledge with other groups if we ever get another group playing. And it's one of the main mechanics of the whole campaign.
Nice.
How you expand your territory.
Fantastic. Small question.
Yes.
Would we need to carry like what's the name? A coal or like a torch or anything, or just lighting a fire, being Ashlings, would work?
You need to carry a piece of Mother with you to fully connect her to the new bonfire. And
Fantastic.
so you can always make the bonfire, then track back to do that, or you can try keeping her with you and keeping her safe while you have a well-lit torch with her on it. She does impart that she can consume as little as possible if you are traveling with her.
So what about like a piece of charcoal that would come out of the fire? Is that
No, she would have to be lit.
okay? Okay.
Yeah, Bonnie, I love you.
Ember. Fantastic.
Yeah, like actual lit ember, kind of like if it was the Olympic torch kind of situation, a little bit, as it
Oh.
were.
Absolutely.
I thought of everything. No, I'm kidding.
Hmm.
Yeah, and so you guys are busy at work down there. For our other 3 compatriots, what are you guys doing up there? I'll say
Yafu's
for
exploring. She's gonna climb up a tree
okay.
to see how far she can see.
All right, you do get a very good view. The tree is higher than this house currently is, so you can see that it's got a roof. Doesn't have a chimney in it really. You see that the forest stretches quite far to the north, to the west, to the east, but further south you see something you've never seen before. It's like that watery stuff that you saw earlier in this lake, but it stretches on and on and on as far as the eye can see.
Yep. I'm sorry.
Oh, scary.
That's fine. What's Rose's question?
Come on, big girl. She was wondering, since she's a sorcerer, if she can magically carry some Mother with us.
If she has control flame, that could certainly be helpful. I can't remember if she has that spell or not. Let me go.
I'm doubting it. She's level 2.
Well, it's a cantrip, and so she might actually have it. Let me see. If she wants to, she can always switch out a cantrip for another. So that's even in the game mechanics now. Haha. Let me
Yeah,
go
she
with that.
doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't. Okay.
Would swap out
Um,
shape water for shape fire.
yeah. I will say though that it's you wouldn't need necessarily to have shape fire to carry her with you, but if you want to be the one that carries her, Rose, that's more than fine.
Yeah, maybe we could rummage through the house and find a lantern.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Um, there would have been a lantern in that house, and so that could be a very great way to carry Mother along with the torch as a backup option. And so, do you want to go do that, Rose? Okay. So you decide to chop up some small sticks and carry them in your pocket so you have a little extra food for Mother. And you decide when you guys are ready to set out that you want to put little Mother in your lantern so she can light the way and, go with you a little bit. So you guys said that you were interested in building up this as like a defensible fortress. And so Umber has knowledge of how to do that. How would you do that, Umber? Putting you on the spot. Did you have to step away for a little bit, Vigo?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Oh, was I? It's not my turn, is it?
We're not technically in turn order, but I was saying
Oh.
that you have knowledge of how to
Oh.
build stuff.
Yeah. So I tell them that like I can build stuff. I can repair this house or this building that we're housed up in.
You know how to build like walls and floors and a few other things. A makeshift like pole wall. What do you call it when you have like sharpened stick walls that are big logs? There's a name for it. I always forget the name.
Oh, I don't remember.
Basic fort walls. You know how to do that. So you would explain probably that it would take a lot of time to do like a full house around Mother, but that, if your goal is to protect her in the short term, cutting down some trees and carving those and kind of building up around might be a good idea.
Making
It's
her a
kind of what you would
chimney.
glean. Yeah, making her a chimney or not even necessarily like, having to do a full roof or anything. Your goal was just mainly to keep her safe.
Yeah. So she doesn't like blow out in the wind or get rained on.
Palisade. Thank you, Argith. I knew that there was a nice word for it. A palisade. Mother does say that she's been exposed to inclement weather her entire life and that it is of no threat or concern to her. If you are worried about that, she says, "My children, do not worry. I am strong and sturdy. I fear treachery of mortals more than I fear the elements," basically, is kind of what she imparts to you.
Cool.
But yeah, so you've explored a little bit of the landscape through that climbing the tree. You guys have that's Brett's character up there. Okay. I'm like, who's still in house? So for Brett, what is your character doing through all this?
She's basically looking around, trying to figure out what to even do, what to even gather from this little home. Mainly trying to figure out if there's anything she may remember about. She is proficient in drums.
In drums, that's cool.
Actually, no. I think I got rid of the drums. Yeah, I did. I got rid of the drums for the woodcarver's tool.
Okay, wonderful. So as a wood carver, you would also know a little bit of carpentry, much like Umber. Especially when it comes to whittling and making things, spoons, all sorts of useful stuff out of wood,
cool.
Carving figurines, etc. And so in looking through the house, you do find some basic knives that could be used for whittling. And you do see, plenty of things, pots, pans, some vessels that might be able to contain things. And you kind of have a flashback, and suddenly you realize something. You have a pain And as you realize it, everybody else starts to realize something doesn't feel right. Something really hurts.
I feel my
Mother,
stomach.
That's no good.
yes. Yes, you guys are most certainly hungry and thirsty. And so Mother, shares a little bit about this for you and says, as living creatures, you will need to sustain your vessels with food and water. And you get images and feelings of delicious steak dinners, of cheeses, of fine wine, of raw fish, of eating, leaves and roots in desperation one time. You kind of get a brief glimpse of all the things that you would need to know to survive, just as a basic organism would. And in doing so, I always keep forgetting your character's name. Sorry. Brett's character. You notice that there are probably some preserved food items here. You see a lot of jars that have different colored things in them, and some that are not see-through, that are made of like clay pots. And do you investigate those further?
I do.
All right. You pop open the cork on one of them, and it smells delicious. You don't know what it is, but it is something that has been pickled. And
I immediately stick my hand in there and shove it into my mouth.
congratulations, you've eaten the first pickle in this universe, at least for an Ashling. All right, so everybody else, through your empathic link, you suddenly feel one of you not in pain anymore, and you experience something you've not yet. Jealousy. And you knew it came from the north, and there's one of you not here. First pickle award. I love it.
The first pickle award. Just like
Always, I want to thank my mother and, of course, God for the first pickle award. But yeah, so you've discovered there are plenty of foodstuffs there that have been preserved, thankfully. And again, otherwise, this cottage looks like it hasn't been used by living creatures, at least in a long time. You don't see any recent smells of things that have been cooked. The bath water that you see near the bed in there, it just appears to be unused. There's, no evidence of recent, living creatures having used the amenities of this small house.
as
Um,
as I continuously eat the pickle, I'm gonna go over to this gate and see if I can open it.
okay. The gate would have already been unlocked. I forgot to do that. And so, yeah, you guys would have already explored the tool shed in the back and the little area right here. That said, give me a nature check. Let's see if you might flash back about what some of these plants are that are out here and why they're
Me?
different. Yes.
Okay. Attributes. Nature. Ooh. 4.
4. You look at those plants and you think for a brief second, those aren't supposed to be here. Those are plants that aren't good. Those are weeds. A word comes to your mind, a plant that's not particularly wanted is kind of what you're thinking. However, we also have a second person here that is witnessing these plants. Would you like to make a nature check as well?
Yes.
Go for it.
I saw someone looking at that fenced off area from the tree. I dropped down and into the house.
Much better. So
Yeah,
just
better
as you
than
see the nice. So just as you would see the disgust on your friend's face about it, you see possibility, and you have a flashback of years of working as a serf, collecting carrots, potatoes, yams, cucumbers, all sorts of things that were grown in large community gardens. Um, and you recognize that these plants are, in fact, quite useful. Even though they haven't been cultivated in a while, they've kind of gone a little wild, just growing wherever they please in this area. You understand that having experienced the first cessation of hunger, that these things will probably be pretty important. And also, you are still hungry.
I look over. I look
fantastic.
over and offer a pickle. I offer them a jar of pickles.
I'm just
You
gonna
got a
drink
pickle?
the brine.
Nice. Um, it tastes delicious. Really enjoy the taste. But you don't feel full. You don't feel like it's really quenching that gut-wrenching pain of hunger quite yet. But when you eat a pickle, you do feel better. But you feel
Nice.
exceptionally weird, a little lightheaded. Your tongue kind of has this little nastiness to it. And then you realize that mother said you needed two things to live. You needed food and water.
Yeah, I'll fish around for a pickle and I'll point with it at the garden.
At the what?
Food?
Water. Water. Water.
Water. Alrighty. So you guys have found good sustenance to keep you going through the days. And I don't think there's anything in D&D related to cultivation-y type tools and skills.
Probably not. That be
Yeah,
maybe survival.
probably survival and nature combined. So for growing crops and stuff, we'll let you use those skills proficiencies for those. But yeah, so back at the campfire, you guys have chopped a whole bunch of wood, and Umber has informed you guys that to secure this area, we're going to need a lot more of those big sticks that he has
Yeah.
referred to as logs.
Yeah.
And
I accidentally
Umber,
moved my way up here. Curious.
okay, is you a hungry hippo?
Yeah.
I've been waiting to use that one. You have no idea how long.
Of
And
course you do.
so I love it. And so with that, you get your plenty of pickles, and you proceed to eat them. I'm running out of words that start with P. And so with that, your hunger satiated. You guys have plenty of food to share back with the rest of the group should you wish. They're quite hungry probably down there, and they've begun the process of starting to chop down some of those trees.
I'm looking to see where I can have water, and I remember the lake. So
If I recall, it was you or someone else in your first group that started to wash away a little bit when you touched the water, when your ashy little arms went like a little wet. So you're a little frightened of it, perhaps, but you do know that that is, in fact, water.
Okay. So I get in the
Rose
water
is
and I
committed
take
to
a
felling
sip,
tree.
a big old sip.
Yep. And you slip into the water and you discover you love the water.
Oh yeah.
It just feels right, man. You got your little nostrils kind of poked up, and you're kind of having trouble a little bit with swimming, but you kind of realize that you can kind of bounce off the bottom of the lake like hippos do, like the hippo do. And so
God, I
you
cannot
have the
think of it.
urge.
I'm sorry, I just cannot think of the hippo without the imagery of casual geographic saying, "Beware the homicidal horse."
Homicidal
Yes,
horse.
the homicidal horse. You get this urge, although you fight it off successfully, to poop yourself and spin your tail around a whole bunch. You have no idea why you had that urge and where the poop would have even come from, but you do get that natural instinct going.
I'm just
Great.
screwing up the water in the lake already.
I love it. I love it. And you do see some things move past you in the water, especially when you're lower down. They're slender. They're quick. They move back and forth. And a word springs to your mind: fish.
Eesh.
So
Should I try and grab one?
you're welcome to make me a just an athletics check real quick. Let's see how quick you can reach out and snatch.
Oh, I'm bad
Not
What
today.
is
fast
with all
enough.
these fives?
I know.
I have no
Like
idea.
our game we had right before this one. Yeah, so you try and
Hey,
you
this-
realize in the water you move slower, even though you quite enjoy the water.
Yeah.
And this whole time you've been drinking a whole bunch and you feel quite hydrated.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you
And
didn't
much
have
like
3 natural 2s in a row.
yeah,
I feel
it's been
much
rough with your
lighter.
rolls. You feel light on your feet, you feel spry, and you feel hydrated and full of pickle. So you're having the best day of your life thus far, of your night and a day so far of your life.
Experiencing joy.
Experiencing pure bliss. And the rest of you feel that thirst satiation kind of happen, that quenching. And now you guys are kind of feeling thirsty too. So I imagine everyone discovers through Umber's little sharing that, water good. You guys thankfully have a huge supply of fresh water. You have a decent supply of food to last you for a bit.
I
And
started drinking the grind of the pickle juice.
yep, and you need to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh dear.
I love it.
For real?
For real, for real. Only if you drank a bunch of the brine.
I mean, I
Not a
drank
whole
all
lot.
of the brine.
Oh, you drank a lot of the brine. Okay, you both need to give a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, saving throw. Normal.
Oh wow.
That's too funny. 2 14s. All right, so what's your totals? Let's see here.
16.
Okay,
17.
you both pass. You both pass just barely because it was a 15 DC, and you
Jeez, 15.
realize, yeah, it's a medium difficulty on this one. You realize, you feel like that sensation of what went down trying to come back up, and you're still working out this food thing, but that doesn't feel natural. That doesn't feel right. And you both kind of look down at the pickle jar, kind of put 2 and 2 together. I'm sorry. Argus, like, don't do that. I just ate. You definitely realize moderation's key when it comes to pickle juice. But you managed to keep it down like true champs of pickle supremacy. So with that said, you guys have kind of agreed upon that you want to build up Mother's area and make her safe. Rose and her crew down there have been tirelessly working away, especially with the help of Epo. You've been having her just with her. Does she have an axe yet? I think she did. What weapon does she have? It's been a minute since I've checked. Longsword. So she tries using her longsword at first. Again, not high on the intelligence scale. Tries chopping into some of the trees that we hadn't quite felled yet, like the one right here. And the sword, it makes a little bit of an impact, but it's not cutting nearly as well as those axes you guys had. So she, reaches out her hand and kind of like nods to you a little bit to see if Rose would like to give the axe over. If Itme would, excuse me.
I think you're talking, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, she might need to talk a little louder. Hello. Oh, he might still be muted from eating earlier.
Yeah, you're still muted.
It won't bug us if you're eating. I don't think it's going to affect anybody here.
Oh.
We did see some movement.
So, well, for right now, we'll assume that probably happens. Starts making some athletics checks to see how well they can chop this down, and that is a 22. And so, with the new tool that she has available, she easily, after just 4 swings, knocks down the tree right here. And you guys proceed to watch her just kind of go ham on all of these trees. And after a while, you realize she's kind of clear cut. After about like an hour or two, most of the trees surrounding the area, while you guys just kind of sat back and just observed the sheer girth of this woman, her magnitude of strength as she's just been felling these trees left, right, and center. And so you have a lot of wood to work with, and you got 2 characters that are quite competent with their woodsmanship. And so I imagine you guys get to work probably. How do you guys go about that? Do you just start going at it, or what do you guys decide to do?
Chuck.
Works.
Success.
All right, my headset had turned itself off. She did agree to give the axe.
Okay. Well, that works.
Going down. Going down.
Yeah. Going down. Chop, chop. I love it. And so, do you guys start building up the surrounding area?
I think Rose or Itme throws herself rather into it.
I love it.
I'm sure Nope
Um,
probably looked disdainfully and
was just sitting there begrudgingly like, nope. All right, Umber, what do you do?
I hear a bunch of chopping wood. Now I'm like, I have decisions to make. I wonder if I can swim very well.
Oh yeah, you can
See if
swim
I can
just
make a
fine,
shortcut
thankfully.
over there by swimming.
Yeah, and you can hold your breath for quite a while. So you easily just kind of bound along the ocean or the lake floor, and easily can make it over there in about 30 seconds of
Okay.
brisk hipponess.
So I just like,
So, 'cause
suddenly
it's,
hippo.
so I
yeah,
just like come
suddenly
out of the
hippo.
water. I still have clothes on. I still have my axes, like carpentry
Yeah.
tools. And
That
I'm
is
just
a good
like,
point. We are in limited clothing. You guys have managed to get scraps of cloth and stuff off the skeletons earlier. Some of us found little bits of armor, but you're certainly not well dressed.
yeah,
Currently, you're still definitely in the survival mode section of your attire, and so you've got your woodsman tools, and you probably begin to get to work. Is that right?
yeah. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about like making planks and stuff since I noticed roofs and whatnot's falling apart. I was like, yeah, I'll turn this into something we can use. So
Okay, sounds good. Nope, has applied the fig leaf. Okay, I love it. Ample fig leaf applied. Um, and so, well, that's funny because you could probably just pluck a few from your hair actually and put them down there from your head since you have a head full of leaves. I didn't even think about that. But yes, so go ahead and just roll me a intelligence check with proficiency as you are, trying to make good cuts, thinking about how you want to do it, and then or dexterity with proficiency, either one, since you're going to be proficient in the tools. Let's see how long this takes you guys.
dexterity. I don't think I have. Oh, dexterity.
Yeah, you can just roll a dexterity roll, then add
Is it
your
a
+2.
Who's wrote what?
wait?
That's
That's
advantage. You rolled with advantage, apparently.
oh
Well, you got
yeah.
a 20 and a 3, so I'll go ahead and let the 20 be your dexterity
Okay.
proficiency with tool. All right, so you're not quite sure the exact angles you want to cut it at, but I'll be darned if you didn't cut it well. So you split that axe or that log clear in two. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction, but you're still getting the hang of this, and so you kind of correct your cut with the next one, and you just see this hippo man just going to town with this axe, splitting it just right, eventually getting it after a while. And so after probably about 8 grueling hours, you've managed to
hours.
yeah, I know. 8 grueling hours. You and your orcish friend managed to split probably 20 logs that she had felled and you guys had begun chopping up. And you still have quite a bit remaining if you were to make, for example, a fortress around Mother, a palisade, as the word is called. You have
Yeah.
plenty of stuff to fix up the house. Although honestly, the house, I should have said this, the house isn't in disrepair. Like it's actually, as if someone just had a nice house and then abandoned it.
Oh, so
The
uh
the
shed.
workshop's a little rough, but
Okay.
yeah, the shed's a little rough, but not too bad. Um,
Okay.
I honestly put the wrong walls on it, and that was my mistake.
Oh, I was just looking at the
Um,
stairs because they looked a little janky. But
yeah, they do look a little rough, but yeah, and so we'll say that you managed to fix up the old tool shed in the back and had no issues doing that.
yeah.
And so then the only thing left would be to make a nice defensible position around Mother. And
Yeah.
so that first day goes by, you guys get a good night's sleep. You get the dawn of the second day, done,
Dun,
and
dun.
you get to work. And
Yeah.
so you make good progress over the while, and then time passes, the same cycle happens. Um, and after a while, you decide that, you want to start moving some stuff over to Mother. Um, and bear with me one moment. Ta-da! I'll need to put other people here real quick.
Yay.
All right. You guys have made a very successful little fortress around Mother.
Nice.
And so, Mother is quite pleased. It is starting to become nighttime, however, by the time you finish tonight. So let me not be a dummy butt and remember how to do that. There we go. And if it doesn't do lighting like it does, okay, so it does not, so I'll have to add that.
I will also be helping him out because I learned how to do woodsmithing as well.
Okay, wonderful.
So it
All
would
right, so
be a
Mother
little
gives
bit
off her
faster.
bright light.
We have bright lights.
Do. And you remember from your years of experience as a carpenter that you at one point had assisted with building watch out towers, lookout towers, and that doing so allowed you guys to have extra safety. Yeah, that lighting works really well. Unfortunately, the walls here didn't do the proper like wall mechanic thing like it's supposed to, but and the doors did. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the doors a little bit here so you can see. You
What?
remembered that doors are important to go in and out of places, and so with that said, you guys have a nice little fort.
Nice.
Yep. Got beds. I didn't have space to put more beds and didn't expect 2 more players, so I imagine there's 6 over there. You've got a nice little chest that you scavenge from inside. You put all those nice food receptacles that you found, all perishable foods here. You even gathered some water up and put them in some barrels here. You
I
collected all your
did.
tools, made a tool shed.
I would have
You
also taken the empty pickle jar and just used it to just drink a lot of water.
good. You become a hydro homie. I love it. You
Hydro
started
Bros.
hydro bros.
With your giant jar of
You even built Mother a bigger hearth, putting more of the things that you learned were rocks around Mother to keep her nice and contained. And you also started piling up Mother snacks over here for her so that she can get them whenever she needs. And all is well. And so, looking out from the tower up here, you do realize that I need you to make me a perception check right here.
For me,
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Up on the lookout tower, or Mrs. on the lookout tower. Okay. And
Ooh, not
so,
bad.
yeah, that's not bad at all. Let me roll for this thing. Second, it decided to go to the wrong thing. Yes, we'll be doing this part on D&D Beyond. And so, because spoilers, there's an encounter. Whoa.
Well,
Wow.
wow.
Why is it not here? Oh, because I
When
forgot
did
to filter.
Owen Wilson get here?
I know. Wow.
Did you see the one where
God.
they cut him with the turtle?
Oh, with that one. Wow, turtle. No, that's
Wow.
hilarious though. That sounds beautiful. Okay. Fix this real quick because it didn't have the other people on it yet. That's the only bad thing about adding people late. I had like all these encounters already pre-made, and I was like, oh, I need to add 2 more people. It's fine though.
Oh yeah, well, Rosie, we're knocking up his encounters.
You are. That in. Okay. So in the distance, you notice something is in fact moving. And it is not a small thing. So you are not surprised by the thing that you're about to see, because you would have vision of it. You see a very large skeleton much larger than what you have fought before. Yeah, you're a type of forest elf. You're an elf that's from the Feywild, technically, that has like seasonal abilities and traits for your elven character there, Mr. Argith. And so we can go ahead and roll initiative, and you guys get advantage on it. So if you want to roll your initiative and just let me know what it is, I will plug it in.
Give me a second. I gotta share this with a friend.
Is that
Oh
on
no, what is it?
Beyond or
fuck.
are we
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
bad.
D&D Beyond. I can roll it for you guys if you want, or
No,
we
I
can.
got it.
if you can resend me the link, I will gladly.
Oh, for D&D Beyond, yes. Let me get that for you.
Initiative.
It should just
Advantage.
be your character sheets on there.
Okay, there's no combat encounter. You're currently viewed and seen.
I think
Oh,
you
yeah,
rolled on the.
Yeah, we're doing D&D Beyond for rolls for combat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a lot easier because I can't import everything from Beyond onto here, like characters and stuff. So, like for NPCs, I have a larger supply on there. So,
I got a 7 and a
roll.
1. No,
You
I got a 4
know,
and a 1.
it can be like that. Hey, you rolled better than what I rolled for you. I rolled a 4. So Gafu rolled a 12. And you have an advantage on it since your friend let you know. The irony is I also rolled a 12 for Gafu as well.
I
So,
did
Very
roll with
nice.
advantage.
yep. And then for Epo, I already rolled for them. For Nope, what'd you get?
I need the link, or you can just go ahead and do it for us.
Oh, do you have your character sheets on D&D Beyond? Because it should just be on there.
I do have my
I
character
need.
sheets.
If
Sorry,
you
what?
can send me the link, I can pull it up. In
Oh,
fact, if you can
sure.
send me the link for Rosie's as well, I can probably have both of them up.
Yeah, definitely. Let me get that for you. Sorry, I wasn't understanding what you were asking earlier. That now I get what you mean. So,
Yeah, I was asking you to link. Duh.
duh. So that's yours. And then Rose's.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Ah!
How do you roll initiative? I am smart enough to do this.
You can do it.
Click on the initiative modifier.
Yep. It should be like a +2 for Rose and a +3 for Nope.
I
It'll be
click
right
on
near
it,
your armor class.
and then
Yeah.
how do I roll?
If you click on the number, it should roll for you.
No, it pulls up the definition.
On the
Really?
number. Strange.
Yeah, like on the +1 or the +3 or whatever. Yeah, there. Well, there's Gafu. Yeah, it should roll. Like I just clicked on it me and it rolled. And you're clicking on the actual number itself.
Yeah, if I click on the number, it pulls up the definition of initiative.
That's really bizarre.
Do
Well,
they
I'll go ahead
make
and roll
like
for you.
on the character sheet?
I sent the link to them for the character sheet, so it should work. Well, I can just roll for you. It's fine. Or if you want to roll on here, I can use it too.
Well, I wanted to figure it out just so we don't have to go through this again.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
odd.
Are you logged in on D&D Beyond?
I'm here.
Oh, do I need to sign in?
Yeah, that's probably what it is, actually. It should be in the top right hand. Although I think it would probably already be signed in. Yay for more technical difficulty.
Who ate my last piece of pizza? Joe did it. Proceeds to be 1.5 feet taller. Steps on the table, slaps the dude.
It's fun. Alrighty. Well, while you're figuring that out, we can go ahead and get started with Umber at the top of the round. You had 15 for your initiative.
Yeah.
20 for
And
nope.
oh, 20. Oh, Nope actually is top of the round then. Alrighty.
And then
So,
it will
nope.
not let me roll for me for some reason, even though I am signed in.
That's weird. Well, I got
It
her
is
at
very
11,
weird.
so she's still pretty high on the list. So, because everything else rolled terribly. So, so yeah. So, nope. You are in fact up first.
I'm willing to bet it's actually better than me.
So,
it was.
I guess I noticed from note that there's another creature outside, and I tell everyone arm up. You know, use your weapons. We got someone out here.
I am the weapon.
I am.
Good job.
I don't know if I can make it out the door yet.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. You
starting out
can
with
free
arm.
action to open the door.
Okay.
Okay, and so you see that skeleton before you, and behind that skeleton, you probably have enough vision. Actually, you don't have dark vision.
Oh shoot!
So
I
yeah,
Thought I
just realized
did.
I have a walking speed of 40 feet.
yeah. You
Mine-
swift.
Would have been
Um,
25 if I chose the Wood Elf
Does it
Legacy,
show the?
but it wouldn't let me do that for some reason.
So you would see a large skeleton guy kind of that was lumbering forward at you guys, and you see him just through the dim light. You don't see it through direct light, but
Yeah.
it's a big honking boy.
Do we have anything that indicates where the turn order is?
No, it's just kind of like D&D Beyond where I was keeping track of it for you guys. I can go ahead and let you know player order though. It is Nope, and then Umber, and then Epo, and then It Me. So I'll be playing Epo, so you can go after me with Rose if you just remember that. And then it's Oh, and then Gafu for unfortunately the very last one who spotted everything to begin with.
Right.
Sad.
Nice.
What was your roll? I put a 6 on here. I think it's what I rolled, but I don't know if that's what you rolled or if you had told me that.
I think I rolled 15 or something.
I'll correct that then real fast. So 15. Okay, you're actually much higher now. So it's Nope, and then Gafu, and then Umber for the first 3 players.
I got a 12. Double checking here.
Nice.
I don't think I can
Okay.
attack it from here, right?
You've got a 10-foot reach with a whip, I believe.
So only 2 spaces.
Yeah,
Have I
I
used
think you
up
still
all
have
my
more movement.
spaces?
No, you got 6 spaces of movement, so I'm pretty
Okay.
sure that you have additional space.
I
I
honestly
was
wanted to be a
over
Wood Elf.
here.
Yeah, it's 10-foot
monk,
reach.
Okay.
Just to have the longsword build, but I'm fine with just being a normal half elf. Half elves are
Okay.
really good.
I'll take
Yeah, so you can go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Hold on, let me just do it on D&D.
Preferably on D&D Beyond, it helps me keep track of it easier.
Now it's rolling good.
Right, D&D Beyond missed you, baby. All
Oh,
right, so yeah,
yeah.
that 19 will definitely hit. And the whip damage.
Oh, also at the same time, I'm like roaring. I don't know if that makes anything, but I'm just like, get out of here.
You rush in, get off my lawn, freshly cut. And so you manage to go through and you whip
Get
it,
off my
and you
lawn!
do 4
And
points
no-
of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And Nope, relocate to the tower to shoot. Yes, you absolutely can. Okay,
myself some bruises.
and so Nope will be next, and then Gafu. All right, so you hop up on your freshly made tower.
And then what would I roll on Beyond?
You should be able to go to a tab called Actions.
Ah, haha!
Yes.
There you go.
I
Let
forgot
do
you were a
whatever.
longbow monk. I was like, shooting as a monk? What are you shooting? And then I realized, oh yeah, you do have proficiency in longbow and can use that. Oh wait. Oh, technically you can't. It would need to be a short bow, wouldn't it? Because they can't use heavy as their.
Yeah, they can't do heavy with a dedicated weapon, which is weird.
That is weird. Okay, we'll fix it later, but for now, just roll the stuff like it's a longbow, and we'll just take a -1 on it for damage. That's the easiest way to account for it. So
Actually,
you're
it's just.
technically short bow.
I mean, technically, it is a. You are not proficient with it, which means you don't hit as reliably. So -2 to the roll, damage is still the same.
Well, I think he's proficient in longbow or shortbow as a elf. I think they're proficient with those. Anyways, just roll for attack. It's fine. We'll figure it out later.
Did it show you my roll?
Probably. Let me go back to encounter. Yes, a 14 will in fact barely hit this thing. And so you raise your longbow, you shoot it with impeccable accuracy, kind of very proud of yourself. The large skeleton is wielding a giant two-handed club, and it goes to try to block the arrow, and the arrow kind of bounces off the side and still catches it right in the clavicle and does damage. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Ah!
What?
1d8 plus 3.
Oh,
Wow.
I have the encounter. Wow.
Yeah, you rolled minimum. That's fun. Sorry, I just realized.
I did
Yes,
the
so
same.
you also do 4 points of damage. It happens like that sometime. Alrighty, and you wish to use any of your rest of your movement or your bonus
I think I can
actions?
do this.
I think you have many bonus actions at this level from range.
I do bonus action. Hang on. I'm smart enough to figure this out.
You're a monk, right?
Correct.
You don't really have many to do at this level. At least none that don't cost. At least none that doesn't cost the resources.
Yeah, you'd have to be in closer to use like flurry of blows and stuff like that, but
I mean, you
I
can
do.
use
You're
you
correct.
can use a bonus action to dodge, but he has a giant club. I wouldn't.
yeah, you're probably not wanting to get in range, I'd imagine. But yeah. Anything else on your turn as far as movement?
I am unaware of anything else that I can do.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
good.
that's not a bad spot to be in, so that's good. Alrighty, Gafu, you're up next.
Can I shoot it with my bow?
Yeah. The elf that actually can use a longbow.
Heh.
15.
15, that will hit. And you do have dark vision, both of you, so you guys would actually see out further. So I'll go ahead and illuminate a little bit more out there. Real.
Eek.
Okay, let me fix that real quick.
I can't
So
even
I'll
see
make-
myself.
Oh
This'll
god,
make
I can't
sense.
see. I can't see anything. I can't
Okay, you
see the shiitake mushrooms.
You should be able to see now, unless it really
Okay, I can
messed up.
see. Yeah,
Okay.
I can see. I can see clearly now. The DM fixed it.
Yep. So let me fix that real quick. You see not only that one skeleton, but you do see
Oh
2 more
no.
skeletons over there, and a little bitty guy hanging out in the back. Very difficult to see from this distance. So that's
stuff.
currently where we're at. So what was your damage you rolled? Here. Ooh, nice, a 10.
Yes.
Did you want to use any of your ranger features before that, or were you just shooting and you've got a lot of stuff you can do with bonus action?
Mm. I'm gonna just shoot for now. I'm
Okay.
good.
Because you do have, for example, Hunter's Mark's a good one, but all right, so we did 10 damage to the big skeleton. Okay, and so it moves forward to strike the thing right in front of it. It's our hippo lad.
The first time I hit,
Okay, and the first attack is a 15. Does that connect?
Yeah, my AC is 15.
All right, so it does hit.
Uh,
Okay, for 7 points of damage of bludgeoning as this big hammer comes down and then it goes for a second strike
oh no.
for a total of a 13. So then it two hands the club after swinging it with one hand first. And on this backswing as it tries to hit you, you definitely manage to dodge away and block a little bit with your whip to kind of like take the brunt force of it.
Yeah, so,
So you
I'm
are
down.
unhurt. No, you're not hurt. I said it rolled a 13 to hit you.
Oh, so
Not damage. You only took 7 damage.
whoops, I need to fix it.
I'm not that cruel. All right.
I mean,
And so, with that said, that is its turn. And up next is Epo, who rages and rushes straight out. 25. And starts going to town with her longsword. So I will roll
Bonk.
for her. All right, and that is a 14, which is exactly what she needs to hit for a total of 5 damage. Not too shabby. And was that with rage? That is not with rage, so that's actually 7 damage. Boom. All right, you hear the crack of bone as she rages, rushes in, and starts to have at this thing. Next up is Rose. It's me. What do you do, Rose? You have plenty of options. And I'll say for space sake, there is enough space barely for 2 people to squeeze on top of those towers. That was kind of the intent.
Stand by. She's coming over.
Okay.
What you want to do?
I want to go on top with Daddy.
Don't talk like a baby. You're a big girl.
All right, so I'll move you up there for you.
And then what do you want to do? You want to cast a spell?
Want to cast the skeleton.
Let's see what spells you got. All right, you ready? I think you do have a. Oh no.
She should have quite a few. Let me see.
You got Ray of Frost, Gust, Shocking Grasp, but I think you got to touch somebody for that.
Yep.
And Chromatic Orb.
Yep. And Thunderwave if you want to hit a bunch of things together.
Ooh.
And
Can she get away with Thunderwave to hit all the little skeletons?
I do believe
Should
she
have
can.
to run
Well,
up to
actually,
that.
yeah, she'd have to get a little too close for that one.
Oh.
Chromatic Orb could easily hit from that far away, and she can choose any damage type she wants.
You want to do that, or you want to do Ray of Frost? She says Chromatic Orb.
All right, so she's used one of her 3 spell slots on Chromatic Orb.
I don't know if I can interact with her character sheet.
I'll roll for her.
Large.
So that's a natural, or excuse me, a dirty 20, so that's certainly hit. And she likes lightning, so we'll do some lightning damage of 14. So Rose, which one were you wanting to attack? One of the guys in the back, or the big guy, or the little guy really far away?
Do you want to attack the big skeleton, one of the 2 little skeletons, or the guy in the back?
I want to hit the big skeleton.
Did you
The
hear that?
big end. Yes. So you see a bolt of lightning streak forth from me and slam into this big skeleton guy, ripping apart part of his shoulder clavicle as it goes flying off. So that's 13 damage. Not bad, not bad. It is looking more injured than it was before, certainly. Alrighty. And so the 2 skeletons in the back go. They pull back their bows and they both aim for meeny miny mo. They aim for Gafu. So you're the one that's been the best with the bow
Nice.
so far. All right. So that is a 16 to hit, and then a 14 to hit.
Both hit.
Oh no. So the first is 6 damage, and the second is 5 damage. So you've taken 11 points of piercing damage, as both of the other 2 archers both train fire on you. And the little guy in the back, you hear him kind of squawk a little bit and disappears. He's like, ah!
So I took 11.
Yes, 11 total.
Not looking good, but that's fine.
Yep, that was a rough round for you. Alrighty. And then, oh, you're up next.
Cue in the commotion. Is gonna go ahead and get up. Basically, athlete hops up to her feet. Then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oops, nope. 35. And I'll go ahead and punch him.
Alright, start crushing these bones. Gotta beat a 14 AC.
That's an 8.
Were you able to get far enough to flank?
No.
You're at
That is
35 feet
5,
there?
10, 20,
You should
25,
have
have
40
30.
movement, I think.
40,
Yeah, I do
you
have
you
40.
need one more.
Alright, if I do? Yeah, I do have enough.
Okay,
So I do
perfect.
have advantage.
Roll again.
Roll
Okay,
one
that's
more
good.
time.
21.
That's much better. Alright, roll that damage. And double it, because it is crushing damage. So you do 10 points with the first strike.
10 points, then I'll bonus action martial arts to do it again.
Yep. How do you theme your martial arts? Is it another punch or kick, or how do you do it? And that'll hit.
Basically 2 punches. Pop, pop.
Alright. Chop,
That is a
chop.
14. Alright, that is a 19 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
And that is 12
Alright.
damage. Pow,
Look at
pow.
this monk popping off. Gotta love it when they have blunt weakness early on. Alright, so this thing is looking quite brittle. Quite hurt. And then, from a further distance, you see a third skeleton appear. And it rushes in
Oh, rip.
to strike you.
Okay.
Alright, and so it attacks with its short sword for a double roll of 2 for its advantage. And
Okay.
misses you as you manage to deflect the blow almost subconsciously, and you're quite proud that that popped off like that.
I hear something behind. I hear something behind me, and I just move out of the way. Just back in the 80s, the term sidling up, where you scoot over and slide sideways to grab beside a person. I do that.
Okay. Nice. All right, now we are at the top of the round with Nope, and then Gafu, and then Umber.
Hold on, I think I can showcase it.
It was a very good 6 seconds of quick fury. It always amuses me that all this is canonically supposed to happen over 6 seconds. Like that's a very frenetic movie scene if you imagined it.
Oh yeah. Let me just go ahead and do this a little bit. I imagine. Just doing just pop pop.
All right, so
Like
Nope,
that. A
what
little
you
bit
got
more
coming?
graceful.
There it goes. Yep, there it goes. I do believe I am monking wrong.
It's okay. Monk is not inherently easy early on.
How do
Said
I?
you can easily jump off of that and rush forward if you want to go do more melee focus now. Oh yeah, you could easily get there.
Oh yeah, you can super easily get over there.
Where's my? Oh, 40.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are super fast as a monk.
yep.
I cannot make it to the archers, though, can I?
And make it beside one.
Yeah, you can.
You
Isn't
couldn't
that
make it
still
quite to
like?
the archers.
Do Step of the Wind, maybe. Do you have that already?
Yes, you do.
I have what?
You basically spend a key point
Ash.
to sprint. Yeah, you double your movement speed with the dash action. Well, add your current move speed to the turn. So you instead of 40 feet, you're able to move 80 feet.
Would I still be able to attack?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, it's
You
just a
still have
bonus
your action
action.
to attack.
Spend a key point.
Why am I?
You got
All
2
right.
key points at this level, and you get them back on a short rest. So always usually good to spend them.
Yeah. Well, if I can make it, then I would love to charge after them archers and start hitting with my sword.
Nice.
Absolutely.
So you
It's
can easily
absolutely a
get
good
the
idea.
rush straight in. And the fun part, though, is as you are walking forwards, you bump into something right here that was invisible.
Oh.
Oh, rip.
And so I'll let you decide what to do. You still have plenty of movement to run around, but as you tried to move through that space, you did impact something that was invisible.
And can I discern what it is?
Well, you heard it go, "Ah!" like right as you got into that space where you tried to move through it.
I would proceed to strike it as hard as I can with my my sword.
All right, so go ahead and make that attack roll. Even though it's invisible, I'm going to say it's a neutral roll just because, 1, comedy, and 2, this thing is very surprised.
Oof.
Unfortunately, that is a miss. So you strike where you just hit the thing, you bumped into it, and this thing had just barely moved out of the way, and you hear it go,
Mhm.
all right, and you still have plenty of movement if you wish to use the rest of your movement.
Can I try to hit it again?
You cannot.
Yeah, you've already
You
used
already
your
used
action,
You already
and
used your
your
action
bonus
and your
action
bonus
was,
action. The dash.
yep,
But you still have a lot of movement to do.
yeah, if you wish. And while he's figuring that little bit out, no rush at all, Gafu, you're up next. And then Umber.
Fantastic. I'm gonna shoot. Uh, I'm gonna keep shooting the big skeleton because that seems like the larger threat. The other ones we can just close the gate probably.
Wonderful, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. Another longbow shot. That's a 2 for a 7.
Fortunately, that will whiff it. Man, I feel bad for your guys' rolls today. Like they're very bipolar. They're either really
Don't
great or
worry.
really not.
As far as bonus actions, let me see if I have got anything. Nope.
See,
I'm gonna
you are
cast
new to playing
Ensnaring
games.
Strike just in case.
Okay.
Just preparing for next turn.
Okay, perfect.
And I must
I
stay
will
right
say.
here.
Okay. Nice. Umber, you're up next.
All right. So I attack it again. What the?
You have
What the-
advantage.
Oh.
I'm opposite.
That's even worse. What the?
Oh my.
That is
So you go
exactly
to
the
whip this
same.
thing.
Yeah, it's the same roll.
Damn.
Both
That-
threes.
Hold on 1 second.
That'd be like that these days. All right. Now, as a reminder, you do have action surge, should you wish.
Oh. Is that just another roll? Let me see what I have to do.
Yeah. And also, you could, if you wish, you could do an unarmed strike against this thing, which you are proficient with. And since its crushing is doing double damage, a good old punch might still do more damage.
Unarmed strike, you mean?
Yeah. It might do more damage.
No, it's just
iffy.
one of bludgeoning.
Oh, never mind. I forget. Yeah, you don't have the thing where it
Yeah.
adds it.
Okay, I'll take an action surge and try again. Is it still with
With it.
advantage or is it just one?
Yeah, you still have
You
advantage.
still have advantage.
Okay.
That's a 21
That
to
one
hit.
does work, and that one did. But yeah,
All right,
One
roll that
hit.
damage.
6 damage.
Nice. Okie dokie. It is looking quite hurt.
And if I move
Starting to
away, do I
crumble a
have
bit.
attack of? Does the skelly have attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll just stay
Yes,
still.
it would. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, it is the Big Skelly's turn next. And so in desperation, it does swing its club with 2 hands twice. The first one going for our lovely monk that hurt it oh so much for a roll of a 13, which I do believe misses.
It does miss.
All right. And another roll of a 15.
That misses too.
Oh, wow, you have 16 AC already. Nice.
Yep.
Alrighty, so it swings twice and you definitely move away, and it was almost sure that next strike was going to hit, and then you just barely managed
like-
to definitely dance away.
Yeah, I'm basically just like hopping to one side to the other thanks to the giant club swinging at me.
Nice, I love it. Alrighty, well that is its turn. Let's see if it even lives to regret that bad choice. All right, Epo, you are up next, which is for me, and so just goes after this thing, and so you go ahead and roll those attacks. Switch back over to Epo's character. And a longsword strike that will hit with a 17. Two-handing it for a max damage of almost 9, so 12 damage to this poor thing. Awesome. Well, no, 14 damage to this. I forgot rage. All right, and that will be her turn. So, Itme, you're up next. This troll skeleton is barely hanging on. Thankfully, it can't regenerate because it's a skeleton. But
Oh, thank God. Whew.
so, Rose, how you want to probably finish this little guy off? This big little guy.
Here's Mac orb, please.
Another orb. Okay. I will say you probably could also just finish it off with one of your smaller spells, but you'll definitely finish it off if you hit with this orb, so that's fine too. So let me go ahead and roll that. So she winds up another lightning bolt ball. Get on her character sheet. And she attacks with a nat 1. And so,
Wow.
unfortunately, you wind up a pitch, and right as you're about to throw it, it actually falls off the back of your hand, rolls down your elbow, and you hear psst as it sparks near your foot. So it was a good attempt, but then it wasn't. So good turn though, good attempt. All right, next up, or unless you want to do any movement.
All right, say it one more time, big girl. Oh, hang on, she's chewing.
Oh, that's fine.
I want to go to front door.
Okay, move you to the front door. All right. Yeah, imagine you got that front door shut so that you're still safe. Alrighty. So next up, well, actually, I probably shouldn't because then you'll have less light out there. Alrighty. So now the 2 skeletons in the back go. Again, seeing the absolute threat that is that beastly monk that just struck and struck and struck, they go to shoot you. They are not
My
stupid.
little old me.
Yep. Good thing that they roll terribly because that's a nat 1.
Oh,
That's a 14. So you managed to deflect both of the blows deftly with no harm taken.
I basically see.
And
I basically see the arrows coming out, just like whack, just whack whack.
perfect,
Spotting
perfect.
them out
And it
like
is now your
flies.
turn.
First off, I'm gonna go ahead and strike this big troll really quickly with advantage.
Already? Yep.
I don't need it apparently.
You don't need it. Yep. That's a dead troll because it only had 4 health.
Yeah, full health. That
You do
troll's
half your
dead.
minimum damage and still die. All right, so it crumbles to pieces as you see your monk friend kind of run up its femur and then kick its skull off, and its skull goes flying. and the green point pinpricks of light in its skull fade and flicker as the skull lands with a kind of crunch.
I then go ahead and back up right here. And then back up right here.
Okay.
Spending a key point to use Flurry of Blows.
Go for it. Your last key point.
I only used the one.
Yeah, you have 2.
That is 13 to hit.
Okay, and that will hit these guys. Exactly what they have.
All right. And that is 10 damage on one of them.
All
Specifically
right.
this one.
Okay.
And
And
then
it's looking quite rough.
I'll then attack again with a 21 to hit.
Wait, I thought you would. No,
Flurry
you
of
don't
Blows
have
gives me.
1.
Yeah. Flurry of Blows let me attack twice. Unarmed Strike is the free thing of martial arts.
Wait. Oh. That's right. I'm being so dumb. I forgot. Wait.
And this
No, I thought Flurry of Blows is the. Never mind. Never mind. I'm being dumb.
Flurry of Blows lets you attack twice for 1 key.
Yes.
Martial arts lets
That's
you
right.
attack once for no key.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
my
My
second
brain is
attack,
just dead today. Go
that's
ahead and roll.
fair.
I'm sorry.
I already rolled damage. That is 6 damage, which doubles to 12.
All right. Same one was getting attacked, right?
Yep.
All right. It is dead.
I basically punch it right in the shoulder once, knocking it loose, and then I punch its head right off its spine.
Nice. Totally forgotten about that. Oh, then he should have gotten an extra attack earlier, shouldn't he? Because he attacked with his dedicated weapon.
I don't think. Oh yeah, dedicated weapon for
Yeah,
martial
he would
arts,
have.
right?
Oh wait, no, because he already used his bonus action. Never mind. That's right, because it consumes that to do the martial arts. I'm thinking the dual wielding rules from 1D&D still in my head. So, okay, very good turn, very awesome. And so the very last skeleton goes to strike you as well with fear in his heart. He tries to flank you a little bit, and again probably will not hit you because I've had the terriblest of rolls today. And the terrible rolls continue. Although actually no, the second one rolled a 12, so that's a 16 to hit.
That is my armor class.
There we go. And you take 6 points of slashing damage as the last skeleton with fear in his eyes, and he goes to strike you from behind. All right, and we were at the top of round 3.
Its sword sinks into my back, and I'm just standing there before I turn and look back.
All right, Nope, you're up next. And to answer your question, it potentially can go on to 10, but if she's got to go to bed at 9, we can always end it a little early if people wish. It's however you guys want to do it. Little girl Rose has a bedtime, so. Although she doesn't have school tomorrow, just saying.
Nah, she needs some sleep.
She turns into a grumpy Gus.
Well, that's fair. We don't need a grumpy gamer goblin. All right, Nope. It's you, then Gafu, the number.
I would like to attempt to find the whatchamahecket again.
All right, go ahead and strike. Or actually, make me a perception check. Let's do that first.
Ha!
You heard it flutter away to the north, about 2 squares.
I pursue.
All right, go for it. Make that attack roll with disadvantage this time. You know roughly where it's at, but you still can't see it.
Okay, yeah, you moved me for me. All right, so now I'm doing what?
Just unarmed, or your normal attack, your unarmed strike with, with disadvantage.
Unarmed or sword?
Oh, sword. I'm sorry. Yeah, your sword strike. Forgetting.
Doe. And doe.
Aw, barely miss with the better of the two.
Do
All
I get
right,
to do
so you
any
hear,
nifty things?
you do still now get to make an unarmed strike as a bonus action. So you're gonna try attacking one more time. So you hear, "Ah!" All right, and that unfortunately will miss again, and you can spend a key point to try to attack one more time.
Whatevs, let's do it.
Yeah.
What
So it's
kind of
this
strike?
flurry of blows at this invisible thing. I believe in you.
Another unarmed?
Yep.
You get 2 unarmed attacks now. DM,
Oh,
that is a
that will
natural
hit.
20.
I'm gonna not make you do disadvantage on that just for the narrative's sake. And so roll that damage twice, or roll that crit damage. Let's see what happens. I think you murdered this poor thing.
14
Oh yeah,
damage.
exactly. Nope. This thing does not have weakness to crushing. But it
stubborn.
is, in fact, let me make sure. Oh, that's funny. And so that was a crit damage of total of 7. This thing did have 7 health, but I forgot it does have bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, attack resistance. So
But now
this
it needs.
thing
Now the question
is quite
is.
hurt.
Now the question is, does it need to make a con save for maintaining invisibility?
I actually
Probably.
do not believe it does for this one. Let me read it real quick. Whoa,
If
what's
it's
going
not
on
a
back there?
spell, then probably not.
Yeah, it's actually an effect on this one. So the thing magically turns invisible until it attacks or uses scare or until its concentration ends. Oh, yep, as if concentrating on a spell. Never mind. All right, let me roll that Constitution save. Yeah. I totally forgot to put it on there, of course. Dude, here.
It's a firbolg.
It fails. You guys now see a little closet of here. Poor little thing. He's like,
Oh, what?
"Ah," as he got punched straight between the eyes. And you just see this little kind of greenish yellow blood kind of pouring out like on its nose and start dripping as it's blinking. Very surprised that it is now visible. And looking at its eyes, you see that same glow, a quasit.
Closet, okay.
Yep, and you see that same kind of green glow that you've been seeing in the eyes of the skeleton. You'll pay for this. Leave me alone. You know it's good for you. You'll stop. Is what he says. And then it is
Oh my
Kafu's
god,
turn.
I love this damn thing. I love this thing.
Yeah.
So the situation right now is there are 2 skeletons and a quasit. Is that it?
Yes, I forgot to put the dead thing on these. Sorry. One sec. Dead. Dead. There you go. Yeah, so those 2 are dead.
Fantastic.
And
Can
there's
I
a
see the
skeleton.
quasit up north?
It would be
Heavily
probably,
obscured, I imagine.
yeah, it'd be 3/4 cover, but you could still see it through the branches of the trees, just barely. See that.
Um, how are you feeling, You good?
Are you talking to me? The NPC?
Brett, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the closet.
Alright, make that attack roll. He is visible, but he has +5 AC.
Can we see him on the map?
Yeah, he's up here.
Barely.
Oh, I see.
He's
up
really
here.
tiny. Like if you zoom in real close and squint,
Oh,
you
I
can kind of
see
see
it.
him.
He is so tiny.
Oh,
They're
you
really
baby.
little. I'll even move him close to there. You go. Nothing like the tiny summoner.
Yeah.
Rip.
Ah, fortunately, that will certainly not hit. So you see an arrow fly past him, and he goes, I'm warning you. It's for your own good. You better stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off the wall,
Okay,
the thing, and try to go for melee because I'm not doing very good here.
it's fine. All right, you got plenty of movement left, so it's like 5, 10, 15 where you're currently at. That works. Get you pretty close. Alrighty, Umber.
Okay, so I see the
Yeah.
big skelly turn into or pieces.
Yep. He bone powder.
So I move ahead knowing that what's your name
So,
is getting attacked. So this, and do I see this skelly? Well, I should.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah,
alive. right?
easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I attack with my whip.
Okay.
Why
Both the other two skeletons are visibly unharmed. And you miss. Unless you were wanting to try to flank, which you would have seen him easily
Wouldn't that
if you want to
do?
retcon that movement.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, if you were like right here.
yeah, like that.
Okay, so roll
Oh, wait,
again.
wait. Yeah.
That was almost a nat 20, but 19. I'm
Ooh,
sure
so
that
that'll
hits.
hit. That'll hit for sure. You can roll a second time if you want to see it crit, but you definitely hit. So 5 damage to that skeleton. Again, that's the melee one that has the sword.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's
And
all
you
I'm
don't
gonna
have
do.
action surge anymore, so okay. You do have second wind if you want to use it, because you were hurt a little bit earlier, I think, right?
Oh yeah, I took 7 damage.
Yep.
No, I don't think I will.
Yep. I don't think I will. Okay. 5. 5. As she rushes in, going for it. Still raging like the Cajun she is. 17 to hit. Oh my goodness, max damage of 15. The the arms on this woman. All right, so that one is obliterated in one hit. Good old max rolls. You like that? All right, so both archers are Dunsky. All right, there is but the closet and the little melee guy left. And me, you are up, girl. You are currently behind the fence, right near the door. There is a skeleton that you can see over here. And you can just barely make out the little dude over here. And you have one chromatic orb left, and you have Ray of Frost if you want to hurt it. What
Attacked
happened,
by a
Jose?
cat.
My cat,
Oh,
my cat has this habit of demanding attention to the point where
cat
he will
sass.
jump on you.
That's great. You got cat sassing.
Yes, I got. Yeah, the backseat decided to show up.
Yep.
That-
All right, Rose, what do you want to do, hun?
No
Stand by.
sound from Rose,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Mic issues. Okay. We will just pass for now, and we'll come right back to it. All right. So, oh, you were up next.
give me a second. All right, so. Oh, the skeleton behind me is dead. Cool. I'll go ahead and attack the one in front of me
All right,
with an unarmed strike.
go for it.
Hi-ya!
Just
Advantage.
Works.
17.
Will hit.
I heard you.
And that is 12 damage total.
all right.
All right, and it is dead.
I basically punched the back of its head. I hear this little wigga it was, and look over before I make my way to 3, 4, 5.
Let's let Rose
and
have her turn real quick because she just got back with the mic,
Oh,
and then we'll finish up your turn.
Hi, Rose.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, Rose, we can hear you now. What were you wanting to do, hun?
I want to do Ray of Frost at the
Ray
little
of
guy.
Frost. Okay, well, we will roll that attack roll for you. Alrighty, so your Ray of Frost is a +5, and that is a 21.
Oh!
It's
And
4 cold damage.
you did 4 cold damage. How do you do it, Rose?
Yeah!
How do you finish this guy off with your Ray of Frost?
Does he get frozen solid, or do you shoot an icicle at him?
Frozen solid, just right out ground. Ice
I
covered.
love it. I love it. So you
And
see
then
this
he
little guy.
falls over.
Fantastic.
That's great. So the fun fact is he technically only has 1 hit point left because I forgot he actually has resistance to cold. But I'm going to say you encase him in ice, and as it freezes up towards his head, he says, "Now, I'm sure we're all reasonable people here. Some of us more than others, hopefully. Yeah, I yield."
Who
As you
you?
have him. I'm Quizmo. What's it to you?
I grab its frozen body and hold it up, upside down.
Well, I was
Yeah.
love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove Fog of War so we can see easier.
Okay.
Do.
Very much.
Woo. There we go. All right.
Quizmo.
So yes, I was checking on my lieutenants that were supposed to be over here, my guards, my guides, my platoons, my soldiers, and this is what I find. This flaming structure with a battlement set up where I should have my little scouts at. And what do I find but you people here? So what brings you to these neck of the woods, literally?
I say this while being practically naked in every sense of the term.
I don't know why I'm here.
Do
I look
any of
over
us
to
really?
Rose. I look over at Rose, then back at the Quigger. Is what you?
Is the skeleton near me
You said-
dead or alive?
You're
It's
dead.
dead.
Oh,
What about bones?
Hello, what you
I point up.
mean?
I point over to the pile of bones now. I asked the
Okay,
Quigger.
so we're all surrounding this guy. So sorry, what did you ask him?
What about bones?
What about the bones?
They're yours?
They were.
Can you make more?
Make
I say
them?
with a huge.
No.
I say with a big smile on my face.
My bones.
You're like my bone. I love it. He says, You don't make them. You find them, and then I do my stuff, and then he goes invisible.
I'm still holding him upside down.
Okay, he is still invisible.
How do you do that?
He's gonna make an acrobatics check to see if he can get out of this. Ooh, that was loud.
Check.
Isn't he covered in ice?
Uh-huh. He's trying to slip out.
Yeah.
See how bad this is gonna be.
He's
Oh.
covered in ice by me.
He is. And he rolled a 6 to try to wiggle out while invisible. You can go.
Silly thing.
And he turns
Ooh.
visible again. He's like, "You got me."
Okay. We find bones. We find bones. You make it easy for us to get stronger. I want to know more about. I want to know more.
Okay. And what did you say, Rose? Heard you say something. I didn't mean to miss it. Oh, just a silly thing? Okay. Alrighty. So, he kind of looks around at this menacing party and says, what do you mean get stronger? I don't get it.
It's fun. It's fun to fight bones. I get the I use I look at my fist for a second.
Finger.
This to hit to break them. Like stick.
Like stick. Oh, like a stick. Breaking bones like a stick. That sounds wonderful. You people look weird. I haven't seen anybody like you for, well, ever.
I put
That's
my head to the
people.
side.
Kind of looks around a little bit. Oh, another child abducted in El Paso, Texas.
He doesn't know
That's
what
fine.
health is.
All right.
Yeah.
I totally lost my train of thought with that. I am so sorry. So, he's trying to explain that he's like, I don't make those things. I create them from existing stuff. From he kind of gestures broadly to from things that used to be like you. He blinks twice, very confused, still having that green flame in his eyes.
And we're like, Ashlings? That's what I'm asking.
Gesundheit?
Oh, we Ashling.
That's who we
we
are.
made of fire.
Mother made us.
Don't. I am so confused right now. I am so confused. You don't
What's
look
you
made
made
of
of?
fire. Gestures to the to Nope. You look made of leaves. Gestures to Hippo. You look made of, well, a lot. Gestures to the elf, the other elf, then the other elf. And you three just look like standard boilerplate elves from the history books. And gestures to the really large woman in the distance. And you look terrifying. None of you look like you're made of fire.
Are you made
And
of fire?
out of
You
game? No, you're not.
No, we're not. But we were born
I'm
of
asking
fire.
the Quasit, you're made of fire?
Uh, sure. Yeah, I'm made of fire too. Yeah, we're like siblings. It's gonna roll deception.
I'm gonna
See
roll
how?
insight.
No. How does he not have good deception? It's a little chaotic evil demon fiend.
What is the roll actually?
You rolled a 20.
He rolled a
Oh.
20.
Yes.
Alright, let me see. Insight. It's like Hiya! I rolled a 12. My passive is better.
Yep. He's like, yeah.
I
You
can't
see,
roll
I'm
above
also.
20.
Oh!
I have fire in me. What do you say?
No, I said, oh!
Oh.
Oh, you are made of fire. Then you'll be fine with us. I say as I
Yeah.
tuck him
Yeah.
tuck him under my arm and just walk and just happily walk towards back to the camp with him.
Okay. And then Nope just messaged that he's like, hey, we should go introduce him to Mother.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna do.
This
Oh,
is I was actually
Let's do
gonna
that.
do that. I was actually doing that.
Yeah.
everyone's like, let's go put
I
it in
have-
the fire. I'll mute everybody for you. Stay
I
well
have him
time.
perfectly tucked under my arm with his head right underneath right below my curves, and I point over to the fireplace. That is Mother.
Oh,
You want to-
yeah. Hello, Mother. Yeah, Mother's great. Yeah, I was born from her like way before you guys, like 20 years ago. You have no concept of
Years?
time.
What's a year?
You know how the thing in the
24.
sky lights up and then you go down? It's like a lot of those, like more than you have
Oh!
fingers and toes.
I let him go. I let him go and start counting my fingers.
Okay, wonderful. He turns into a bat and then also like tries to fly away. He is not having this.
I try and snag him.
All right, make an athletics check versus don't know what it'd be
Athletics.
for a
Oh,
pet.
Can I assist as well?
Yes, you can also make
Well.
one.
That's an 8.
Can
was
I
gonna
try and like
I was
leap
gonna
and
make.
catch
I was
him with
actually
my
gonna
hand?
make a punching check just to reach up and grab him.
Let's see.
I mean, I do
Oh,
still have
don't worry.
an ensnaring strike prepared.
Oh dear.
You
I can
do.
just shoot him full of arrows.
Did I grab him?
Well, don't worry, guys. He only rolled a 4, so you're
So
good. You're
I
like,
grab him and hold him in place, right in front
yeah,
of me.
he's like just flapping helplessly, and then just his little wings go limp, and he's like, you just hear a bat go, like the best sigh a bat can make,
Uh,
and then he turns back into his normal form. What do you say?
Nope, just points to the fire, gestures to throw him in.
Okay, so I am
Then
currently
the thumbs
grappled.
up.
But why? But we can get stronger with the bones. I feel it was fun.
You're like, I like this one. He's funny. Let's keep around the jester. Yeah. Well, see, Mother is going to be very mad at you if you, and then in all of your heads you hear, no, I just won't.
Feed it.
Just the fire again.
Just won't? What do you mean just won't, Mother?
My children, you have much to discover of the world, and you've just discovered a liar, one who tells falsehoods and not truths. Do with him what you will.
Straight
He
to the
yeah,
fire.
he made a he made a fun fight for us. I say we keep him.
But he's a phony. I'm just kidding.
I walk
All
up
right. So what does the
to
group vote do?
Who. I put my hand on your shoulder and I say, "It's hurt. Give it to Mother to fix."
I will.
That's so good. I love it. He's like, no.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
need a.
I immediately start moving closer to the fire and holding him over, and then promptly sit in the fire with him in my arms.
All right, and he slowly disintegrates into a pile of ash. Not your kind of ash
No!
either. We lose
Aww.
more. What did I say his name was again? Gizit?
We
No.
Yeah, Gazit.
Quasit.
No, it was Grazit.
Grazit. Oh.
Grazit, yeah.
Oh, we lost Grazit. Is he okay?
Mother says, no, he is very much dead. Well, not a true death. As dead as they can be, though, in this place.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
Well, he is a fiend. I'm sure you will meet more on your journeys, but here it is very difficult for them to find true sleep, just as it is hard for you to find true sleep.
Oh,
Okay.
it's back with his mother.
Do we want to
Yes.
do we want to gather the bones and see what other people do? Can we like look at them and see what they were?
Yeah, you're welcome to do that. You can
I'd
try.
be really keen to get that giant skeleton. That
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah, I'll
cool.
do that.
I
I'll
just
go
sort of
ahead
like
and
want
have
to
a-
keep it just in case we have new
I'm
people.
starting to is starting to think to himself. Not really intelligence, but he's very instinctual. He's like,
Okay.
If I became the big bones, what would I become? What if I become the smaller bones?
Yeah. And so, unlike the skeletons you guys fought the first time, these guys were not exceptionally agile on that sword fighter. It was more of a standard boilerplate, like, sword and shield, kind of more strength-based fighting style that you could tell. And the other two were just archers, like you fought before. As far as the descriptions of what they look like, they both, or all three of them, appear to have what we would know in the world as a standard human skeleton. They don't appear to be of different shapes with different features like you guys saw from the other skeletons earlier.
Bog standard, folks. I
The
take
bog stand.
the big bones.
Okay. And upon touching the bones, nothing happened.
Okay.
You don't feel that same jolt of energy that you felt the very first time you touched bones.
I grab the skull and I use it as a hat.
All right, that is quite a big hat. So the skull is actually about the size of your entire body. And so you're like, I'm going to wear this. And you basically put like a giant poncho-sized skull on your body. It's also quite dinged up and cracked in a few places from the violent beating it took. And it starts to fall into two halves.
Mm.
Oh,
You're
sad.
like, oh, my fashion.
My
But yeah, you
clothes,
are
my
free.
first clothes.
Yeah, you guys managed to collect the other 3 sets of bones, and similarly, nothing in particularly noteworthy happened. You
Neat.
do hear Mother's calm voice say, "Ah, yes, you are discovering that there are limitations to your capabilities. While you possess a vessel, you may not form a new one. But, as with all things precious, perhaps saving it for a later time, much like your preserved food, might be a wise course of action."
Yeet. Let's fill a shelf full of bones.
Yay, we're gonna have a reliquary. Woo!
Yeah.
Or
It's
maybe we'll
gonna be
upgrade to a
super-
mausoleum.
It's gonna be super macabre.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be like just a Walmart full of like different like bones. It's like, all right, pick your race, pick your class. Here's the full shelves.
It's just like a whole bin full of femurs. You just like dig through whichever
Yep.
one.
Just go,
Yeah, bone
go ahead and grab an arm bone. It's just like, no,
it's
that's
remains
not,
are us.
Yeah.
I love it.
no, that's also
Okay.
I'm just
All
gonna
right,
wood
so
craft some flowers onto the
Oops.
skull.
What's that mean?
all right. After you guys fought through the night and protected everything, day starts to slowly break. And you also feel something that you didn't feel recently. You feel tired.
Okay.
I curl up inside the skull.
I love it. All right. You guys did recall that you brought those things over that were quite comfy to lay down on, and there are 4 of them, so first come, first serve.
I
Do
hold
I
on,
know what
hold on
beds
one
are with
second about
carpentry?
fans.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know that they're
Just
great to
curious.
lay on.
Okay. So I tell them, like, lay down and maybe we'll be more comfortable.
And you are
Okay.
so exhausted that you pass out the moment that you hit the bed.
Hell yeah.
Now, the elves among us, though, you do feel tired, but you understand that something's different. You don't feel the need to go comatose like your little friends have. And so, kind of talking amongst yourselves, wait, all 4 of you are elves, aren't you?
I
That's
am
too funny.
half elves. Half elves do not do the meditate thing. They just go straight to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yes, you're right. In the lore, some of them do, but it's really rare. If in
Yeah, not
Forgotten
very
Realms
many
lore.
do.
Yeah.
They're just
All right,
able
so
to
you
make
3. Yeah, so you 3 get a good power nap in. You're well rested. We're gonna go ahead and give everybody a long rest.
long
And
rest.
how long can Rose continue on for, do you think?
She's currently brushing her teeth. Is my mic even on?
Yep, it's on.
Okay. She's currently brushing her teeth. I will give her till 2100.
Oh, okay, that'll work. So everybody make sure that you get your long rest in, reset your fun stuff.
Got my long rest.
Where the heck is that?
It is
There's a little
right underneath
campfire
your
at the
hit
top of the
die.
sheet.
On D&D Beyond, yeah. There's a campfire that's a short rest. The moon is the long rest.
Yep.
On the D&D and Beyond, or on the?
On D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
On the forgotten things, open up your character sheet, go to hit points, then look to your left on not left, your right on your hit die, Below it, it should say S rest or long or L rest. Click the L rest. That's a long rest.
Son of a biscuit. We're doing a long.
Son
Yep.
of a bad biscuits. Bad biscuits make the baker broke, bro.
Wow, that's a lot of alliteration there.
I always amazed at any alliteration. I am always amazed at
All
any
right.
alliteration apathy that anagram appears in my an amazing
You'll get there
asterisk
eventually,
face.
Chief.
I'm trying to make
I know
a
the
10
feeling.
word long alliteration, and I do it way too much. I enjoy it
Yep.
way too much. So
All
much fun.
right, so
Also, I
yes.
don't know why, but this elf right here looks so derpy.
It's the eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah, the eyes
really
make it look so
is.
derpy.
She was actually rather upset about that. If we can change
Oh
her.
no.
Is that the half
Yeah, we
elf?
can change it to anything.
All right.
No, it's one of the high elf options.
I'll
Oh.
talk to the little girl and well, let me see. Can I adjust it?
Yeah, you'll need to find a good image online that she likes. I recommend using some of the AI art generators. They can make some really cool looking stuff.
I will see if I can figure it out.
Yeah, I can show you one later if you have time tomorrow or something. But yeah, so you guys are fully well rested. And again, Mother says, you know, if you feel a yearning, as I do, you should head east, which you understand just intrinsically is to your right. We're doing north, south, east, west, just normal cardinal directions. And she says, if you feel as I do, I feel there shall be more answers to the road that lie ahead, down that road that lie ahead.
Okay.
And I think me instinctively, I guess I sort of can figure out the way with cartographical as a cartographer. You think?
Yeah,
don't-
you understand that part of the stuff that you found is in fact a compass,
Yeah.
and
God.
you have a flashback to your years of sailing at some point in one of your lives. You know, the taste of the brine upon your lips, the feel of the wind through your hair and your mustache, your ample mustache, and you recall how to use a compass.
Cool. Okay.
At least them mustache hairs.
Mustache.
Yes, mustachio.
And
All
Is
right,
your
so
mustache in question?
Joy, my cat with hair on his
But I'll shave it for later.
head.
I love it. I love it. Always gotta have one dad for dad jokes. Mandatory meeting. All right, so up to you guys to decide where to go. You can go in any direction. You can do whatever you want to do. It is your game.
do we all want to
yearn
head
for
east?
I yearn for adventure as I wake up, hop out of bed, and say, yearning, go to the east.
Oh,
Okay, I
Indeed.
go east.
Yearning
I just-
says
I
go
just-
east.
I immediately turn eastward and walk.
All right, and so Vigo, what were you saying?
I was like,
Cat,
let's
get off my
head
knees.
east.
Cat! Cat, my cards! God damn it!
Brett, you're talking over people.
Sorry, the cat's just knocking over a bunch of things.
I gotcha. So you decide to kind of lead the charge heading out east.
Yeah.
You intrinsically just almost not even realizing it. You had grabbed something in the house earlier, and you just felt like really attuned to it, and it was pen and paper. And
Yeah.
you're just kind of casually sketching stuff as you're going, just ooh, ah. And Epo from earlier says, one second, I feel the need to, jumps right smack into the tub and starts just vigorously scrubbing herself. And then she looks over at you guys and says, I have no idea what I'm doing, but this is amazing. As she's now clean from all the blood and gore and bone from earlier. Well, bone dust.
You say, but she needs to spit.
So,
Oh,
all
okay.
right. So she agrees to come follow our rotund friend out the east gate.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I immediately go right after she gets out of the bathwater, so I'd scrub myself down.
That works.
making a huge mess in the process before I get out
That's great.
and without even thinking or even trying. I just walk out, realizing I'm
Yep.
super cold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty nice temperatures here. It's probably like 76 degrees from what we understand. So it's not frigid at least. So.
No, but I'll be happy to just
Get out.
All right. Well,
get
if you guys want
myself
to get in a
out here.
marching order, if you're wanting to follow and go east, that will help me figure out for the next map.
Hold on 2 seconds for me, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no rush.
Okay. Gosh.
Rose has something important to input.
Oh, yes.
You ready, big girl? Tell them what you're gonna do.
I was gonna carry Mom in the lantern.
Oh, yeah. That's wonderful.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
That's
Rose
so
never
smart,
forgets.
Rose. Sorry, didn't mean
She
to interrupt.
is. We were all just about to leave Mother. All right. So you gather up some smaller wood for Mother, and Mother says, Darling, if you go look in one of those jars, you'll find something that could feed me quite well and will be quite light for you. So inspecting one of the jars over here, you find a small jar of lantern oil.
Yeah, I use it.
Nice. So you take the jar with you, you pour a little bit of the oil on some of Mother's food, and she says, like a fine salad dressing. You have no idea what that is, but it is delicious. All right. And so you guys are good to set out. And so we will go to scene change. And I'll have to add you two to the scene.
The entire time as we're walking, I try and make things really fun by just doing little games. Because my monk gets bored very easily, to just try and make things entertaining as possible. 1 second.
All
Nope,
right.
definitely does not partake.
Nope's like, nope. Okay.
I'm
I think
entertaining
that
myself by just making a ball of flame in my hand and trying to do juggling with it very poorly.
that's great. Because you have control
I
flame,
have
right?
produced flame.
Or produce flame. There you go. That's a fun one. Alrighty. So you guys come. The path is not treacherous at all, really. Up until this point, it's been a pretty steady, well-worn path where you can
Sweet, I
see
got
that
you
those
guys.
skeletons would have been pathing along this way on their patrols, or in some manner of speaking, they've been walking through here. And so then you come to an area that is a little bit less worn. But you do understand that this is still the correct direction. Umber's been doing a good job of mapping things out. And you've been traveling for about 2 hours to where you come upon this scene currently.
So we got
And
water
flourish you wish.
coming in. I see mushrooms. I'm curious about those. But I
Okay.
guess I continue on.
Okay. So just move your character up a little bit. You do for a stealth thing, LOL. All right, let me
I do
reveal
fun.
more of the map.
I also go ahead and try and explore, not straying too far from the party. Climbing trees and hopping plummets.
Okay, nice. So as you explore further in, you start to lose control of the map, apparently. All right, as you explore further, you see a tent, a bridge, and some water as you kind of crest that little hill.
Oh, nice. So I tell everybody, hey, there's stuff over here. Let's figure it out.
Stuff?
Yeah.
I like stuff.
Yeah. there's
Stuff's
stuff.
great. Let's go steal it. All right. So as you continue to move forward, more is revealed. Make this brush size bigger.
We're trying to raise our hand.
Alrighty. see quite well now that you're on the top of that hill.
We're trying to raise our hand.
Oh,
That's what we're trying to do.
Oh, what's up?
Want to do, big girl?
I want to form the water into a dragon.
Ooh, that's cool. So you go over and you shape some of the water that you find off the edge into the shape of something you're not quite familiar with, but it just kind of resonates with you. It looks a little bit like a snake, as we would kind of understand it. So we'll say you went over here to the water's edge and started playing with it. I'll reveal more of the map. Okay, that worked.
Whoa! What are you doing? I say
That's
over to
amazing.
What?
Oh, he thought it was really cool.
Just something. I don't know. Really.
I didn't. You can do that though. I can't do that.
It's because I was born from stone for some reason. And then I got to mother.
Nice. Born from stone. I was born from ash.
So,
I then do a handstand and just basically continue to balance as I watch her just mess around with the water while upside down.
that works. All right, and she starts playing with the watery, serpenty looking thing and kind of moving it around your body and just kind of playfully, you two are off over there. The three over here in the corner, what do you guys do? As Umber has approached that strange, colorful structure off in the distance.
I guess I'll go. It looks like a cliff right there. Can we see things? Where my mouse is?
If you were to get up at least here, you could see everything pretty much. That's like the highest point in this little area
Yeah,
right here.
I'm just gonna stand there and look.
Okay. Always a smart choice to observe. All right, and she's
I
going
just
to
walk a bit
come with
further and hide in the shade of a tree because my eyes hurt.
Yep. You're like, it's a little bright outside, isn't it? All right, and
Oh,
so
dark elf.
yeah, Drow. All right, so as the three of us right here come upon this tent, we notice that there is a little tiny mother. Look at that little mother over there. It's sadly it's not lit. It looks like if you imagine Mother dead, that's what Mother dead would look like, and it fills you with sadness.
Ooh,
Okay.
that sounds like a job for It Me.
Oh,
Want to light Mumber up with fire.
I love it. This girl is on fire, or at least setting fires. All right, so we're gonna imagine that flame is lit. I'm gonna add a little light source to it for now. Okay, and it is illuminated, but you don't hear Mother from that little light source. But you do hear Mother briefly, quietly from your lantern, and she says, "Oh, this second home would be much too tiny for me. But I do appreciate the attempt. Should you make a bigger one at some point, especially fed with heartwood, I should be able to last much, much, much longer."
Heartwood?
Try and make it bigger with some wood.
Heartwood. Is there no difference between regular wood and heartwood?
She says, "Heartwood comes from the largest of trees, from ash trees, in fact. From these trees of ash, I can make for us all."
I look
And she
around for the
says,
trees of ash.
"When you find it, you will know.
I will know. Just
You
clarifying.
will.
Okay.
I will nope.
You will nope." I love it. Oh wow, those eyes are horrifically derpy now that I get a closer look. Wow. That's great. So with that said, you notice that there are three large jugs, which you've seen similar things before. You see a barrel. You also see a chest that is under that tent-like structure, and you see a skeleton leaned over a desk with a chair that it's sitting in, and you see that there is what we understand would be a bandolier with 6 daggers in it, kind of sitting on the desk near him, just not worn by him, but just on the desk. And you see a book there as well.
I go over to the barrel and the containers. What's inside them?
So while you're doing that, what does everybody else do?
I'm
Kind of each say
gonna-
what we're doing. So we
over to Skeleton and check if he's okay.
okay. I want you to make me a medicine check. I'll roll it for you. Here. Hit. Medicine's a +1. So that would be a 9. And if you had done an investigation, that would have been an 11. So looking at the skeleton, you immediately realize that it doesn't have those same green points of light in its eyes. And so it's not moving, not doing anything that gives you the idea that it could do something to you. It feels like it's just like the bones that you guys found after you've killed the other skeletons. There's just it's bones that are connected a little bit, but that's about it.
I want to gently tap on its shoulder.
Okay. As you tap on its shoulder just a little bit, it kind of slumps a little bit to one side, and then nothing else happens. So what are the rest of you guys doing while that's happening simultaneously?
I'm gonna look at what did it have next to it?
It had a bandolier with 6 daggers, like one of those things you wear over your shoulders, like, mall
Oh,
ninjas when they
okay.
have their throwing knives. And then it had a book, and then there's a chest, and the book appears to be open to some pages.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the book.
Okay, so you're still kind of keeping watch, just kind of halfway. All right,
Yeah.
so looking at this book, it has little scribbly things on it, and I need you to make me a history check.
Why the 3s? Why?
Why the
Oh,
3?
no.
I love it. So you start to have another flashback of a shelf, much like you saw back in that house, but it was full of these little things. And when you open them up, something spoke to you, but you're not sure how. It didn't have sound, it didn't have a voice, but you still heard what it was saying.
Oh. I'll
trying
start
to think of the best way to explain reading to something that's never read before.
right. Like, this means something. What does it mean?
Yes.
Can
It's
I
like,
just like
oh,
keep
it's like Mother
flipping
when she
through
talks
it?
to us. We just get it.
Yeah.
Okay, give me an investigation too while you're looking at that book. Ooh, that's
And that is
nice.
a natural 20.
That is. So looking at this book, on top of what appears to be very intentional scribbles that are starting to vaguely look familiar, you see dots of brown stains that appear to not have been intentionally put here, and they kind of fan outwards a little bit from the direction of where that skeleton was. It's like if you imagined earlier when they were taking a bath, someone had splashed water out one of the sides, and it had
Oh,
like shot forward. Kind of looks like that right here, but it's these brown stains.
wow.
Roll me one more history check as you kind of further read into that book, trying to really understand it. I'll even give you advantage on it since things are starting to flash back to
Okay,
you with
this-
the 3.
It's a good thing you asked for advantage.
Yeah, let me roll for
If you get 3 3s, and that's special. Oh my
Oh,
God, you're
wow.
so terrible today. This is great. You still can't make head or tails of this, but you do know it's trying to speak to you and tell you something.
yeah.
All right. So in those barrels, what you find is a strange red substance that comes out from the bigger barrel. It's still a liquid, and it gives off a very strong scent. What do you do?
I taste it.
All right, congratulations. You are the first drunk Ashling. No. It is wine. It tastes both good and awful at the same time. You're not sure if you enjoy it or hate it. It's very, you're just not sure yet. It could go either way.
So the funny thing is, the moment you said that, I take a handful. Yuck. Yuck.
Just keep
It's
drinking
terrible.
it.
Why do I
wonderful. At the
keep
same time,
yucking?
like, wait a minute, calm. It's like, have you seen that scene? That's what popped into my head.
What was it from?
Open season.
I've not seen that. That does sound fun though. Okay. And so, oh, I need to get my pig in here in a bit. It's almost 9 o'clock. Yes, and so you found a very large butt of wine, a whole buttful, one would say. And then you find 3 of those jars over there, and they are full of preserved foods. In one, you find, dare I say, salted pork. In another, find more pickles, because everybody loves pickles. And in the last one, you find some pickled beets.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put this into the fireside, into the chat, specifically the fireside chat. It
Yeah,
is
we'll
exactly
look at
what
it
popped
later.
in my head.
That's funny. I'll have to watch it here in a bit.
It's only
All right.
17 seconds.
Okay. And so, does anybody else check anything else out? I'm imagining she's going to be opening up this chest here in a bit. Anybody else do anything else?
I will be opening the other ones, the other jugs.
Okay. So you're spending your time doing that. Rose, what do you do? You've been checking out the skeleton. You've seen Umber. He's been looking at the book, trying to like flip it left, right, and make sense of it. Do you try to read the book too? And again, the table has a book on it. It has the bandolier. There's a chest off to the side. You see a cup that has some of that red stuff in it from before, although it smells absolutely awful at this point. And yeah, that's currently the scene you guys have before you. Do you want to try investigating that book one more time, Vigo?
Yeah. With advantage or no?
Sure. I'm pitying you today. Oh my God.
Can I just keep
Do
doing
not
it?
go to Vegas.
No.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a important thing, so we're still gonna have to be rolling for it while people are doing stuff. So, I mean, you don't have to do it like spam it, but
I know.
It's 17.
It is 17.
Yep. So we'll do that for the next quote unquote round as you're kind of
Yeah.
investigating this whole place. And so our orcish friend goes and opens up the chest. And
Rose
in it
wanted-
there. Oh, Rose wanted to open the chest?
Yeah, that's. I apologize. My headset's acting up. She's been begging to open that chest.
Oh, okay, sure. So seeing that the skeleton didn't have anything interesting left for you to look at, you go over and you check the chest. You open it up with the, or you'd attempt to open it up and you find that it is locked. And you've never encountered a lock before. You just go to something that you've seen open up a lot of times and you try to open it and you're like, as you're shaking the lid trying to get this thing to open.
Don't put it in your mouth.
I tried to form something you can pick locks with, a bobby
Okay.
pin, out of water, and tried to do it.
Okay, that's a cool idea. So go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. I'll do that for you and we'll just see what it comes out as. Because you're not proficient in lock picking, I do not believe. Nope. So we'll just do a normal dexterity. So we'll say you form a little bit of that water into ice and you try to make a little small thing. 'Cause you think that for whatever reason, this one has this weird thing on front of it, and you just get this intense desire to poke it with something. So let me go ahead and roll that dexterity. And it was a 4. So you try to form that ice and kind of stick it in there, and you hear it as the icicle breaks off. Sadly, it was a good attempt, though.
If I may. Is my headset on?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay. Everybody needs to say good night. The little one needs to go to bed.
Okay.
Good night, Rose.
Okey-doke. Good
Good
night,
night,
Rose. And
Rose.
I'll leave you on a good cliffhanger, Rose. So what happens? Can she hear me still?
Stand by 2 seconds. She's blowing bubbles in the kitchen for some reason.
Fun. Like everyone does before they go to bed, of course.
All right, there is a rose present.
All right. So as you are attempting to pick that lock and it fails, the lock shimmers, shines. And just as that happens, Vigo reads something in the book finally, and it says, "Oh boy, I'm really going to get it this time. I think I got it perfected. I've got the automated defense system ready to go. They will rue the day they ever cross Tim the Enchanter, or excuse me, Zim the Enchanter. I've been working on this one for so long. By God, it works so good. I feel like I'm steel." And you see it like right steel, and then it just you see scribbles at that point. And
Huh.
then roll me that. And what was that investigation you rolled earlier? How high was it?
It was a 17.
At 17.
Yeah.
You kind of think to yourself, you're like, steel? And then you had that flashback in your mind of people taking your watch pocket one time when you were traveling in the market. And then the next thing you know, like, oh, that's when you take something that doesn't belong to, and then you look over and see that light shine from that lock, from that bandolier.
Uh-huh.
For a second. All 6 of those daggers suddenly fly up and attack Rose.
Oh no.
Dun dun dun. So it has been 3 hours, and so we can call it there if you guys want and end it on a cliffhanger, or we can keep going. I know Rose has to go to bed, and I am totally fine with what everybody wants. What would you guys like to do?
I can stay up, but she cannot.
Okay. Does anybody want to call it, or we want to keep going?
Let me check something really quickly. Ah,
Sure.
my legs.
Because also, I don't want your sister and me to miss out on a cool encounter as well, potentially, if she wants to end up coming back next week. But I'm fine with what everybody decides.
I'm fine with calling it.
I'm fine with
Yes.
calling it too.
Okay. Yeah, Vigo
I
has
don't
some
wanna
back
get-
trouble sometimes too.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No, I fully understand. My back has been bugging me for a while.
Yeah. I've been doing
Okay.
stretches, so it's not too bad, but
I
It would
missed
be
something.
nice.
I've been
Sorry
getting back
about
into
that.
weightlifting too, so that also is a thing.
So, oh yeah, weightlifting will do that to you.
mhm.
So it sounds like we're a little split, but mostly okay with calling it for right now and starting here on this encounter, and really picking it up and going hard next Saturday. Does that sound good for everybody?
Seems
Uh,
good.
Rosie wants to say good night if everybody.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Good night, Rose.
Say it.
Good night.
Good night,
night.
Rose.
Good night, hon. It was so fun playing with you again, finally. I'm really happy to have you back. Cool beans. And you think your sister will be able to make it next week?
She should. I'll go ahead and
Okay.
ask her. Go ahead and
Okay.
ask her about the day or two before, maybe a couple days later.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. So, okay. Well, thank you guys all so much for coming.
And thank
And
you very much for host. I would like to say thank you very much for hosting. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah, no
see
problem.
I can see you put a lot of effort into this game, and it shows a lot. And I can't wait to see what happens next.
Me too. I'm always interested to see what choices you guys make. I'm trying so hard not to railroad, but there's also kind of like at times there's limited options you really have. So just by the nature of the narrative. So
Not
Yep.
to mention my character's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Childish, so to
childish,
speak.
ditzy,
She
blighty.
has the. She's not smart. She's not smart, but she's wise enough to think. She's wise enough to think. Do I have any experience? And if I do, what was it?
Okay, that works.
She isn't good at
Alrighty.
recalling information. She's good at that instinctual feeling, which is why she's having fun.
Yeah.
Which is why she's having so much fun just hopping around, messing with people.
It's like, I'm just here and I'm living the best. I love it.
Yep.
Cool. So is everybody's characters feeling impactful and useful so far? Does anybody feel like they're not contributing much or anything of that nature? Because I'm always trying to make sure everybody's character has something they can add.
I'm just really poop at this game, so I don't really mind.
We all.
Bad.
Hey, the best thing to say. The best thing is being bad at something is the first step to being good at it.
This is true.
I haven't heard much
Oh,
from Aspen. Are they still here?
Yes, Aspen is here.
They might also be exhausted or muted. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They are not muted. They I think they forgot they have push to talk on.
Or
Like what
they're
happened to me a lot.
AFK. I just didn't want
They
to
might have had to
end
step
it
away.
without them knowing anything. But
Oh yeah, they talk to me fairly often on Discord, so they would know. They're also
Okay.
another DM, and so I play in their game before this one, so they're also probably pretty exhausted.
yeah.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Yeah, she's a real good DM though. I really enjoy her games. We're doing a kind of dungeon crawl through a Egyptian crypt kind of thing
Nice.
with their
Nice.
theme, so it's fun. I like it. But yeah, I guess we will end it on a good note then. And Rose, is not dead yet, so that's always good. And I've got this set up for next time.
Yay, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And it'll
Bye.
probably be a lot more maps and a lot faster, a lot more combat and stuff next time, since we spent a lot of time building base and stuff and having all that role play stuff go on this one. So it'll probably be more actiony for the next two. Does that
And
sound
it's
like a
not
good
just-
change of pace?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a good change of pace. And amazingly, I'm so happy. I cannot be more happy to say that being first few levels of being a monk, it's a lot less intense as I thought it would be. Maybe
Yeah.
at a certain point I could suggest saying like level 5 you get X additional key points in addition equal to your wisdom modifier or something.
Yeah, what I've thought about doing is giving you the option to take Stunning Strike or have more key points. One of the two options. That way it's not you have Stunning Strike and a billion key points, which just makes it a little silly. I've been thinking of some other options instead of Stunning Strike.
I mean, Stunning Strike spam is a good way to shut down one dude.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'll catch you guys later. Glad you guys had fun. And as far as the payment weirdness and stuff like that, we can get that all sorted out over the week so we can all figure it out. And again, for the people that joined today that were free, absolutely no obligation to pay me. But if you want to do like Cash App or something, we can. Since I know it like messed up at the end, wouldn't let you actually sign in like normal. But again, no obligation to do that. This is your first game playing online, so hopefully it'll have less errors next time. At least the errors weren't like super horrible. I'm really messed up that I can't click on a token. What's up?
Apparently, my sister put on a ban for my cat. Let me show you.
No.
Oh boy.
See
Oh, I love it.
it?
That's hilarious.
The funny thing
All
is,
right.
it's not really that hard on his neck. It's just
That's funny. I
kinda
need to get my
sagging.
cat some flea stuff. I don't really like flea collars, but what do
Understandable.
you guys usually use? Is it like Advantage or?
Yeah, I usually
put it on-
use Advantage, but I haven't needed to. Knock on wood, use flea stuff, but Advantage is usually the best one.
Okay. I'll have to go pick some of that up
Yeah.
soon. 'Cause
Never
I
use
just
anything
found,
from
like 3
Hearts.
fleas on Vonnie, my little white guy.
Yeah.
And you spray it like on the back of their shoulders, right?
There's one where you just put one thing between their shoulders, and then there's one where you have to do a streak, so read between the two. Some of them, and make sure where they can't lick it. So more like the back of their head,
Yeah, I
is usually
gotcha.
where they can't lick it off.
Like back of the head to shoulder blade kind of region.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, you guys have a good rest of your night. I am exhausted. I'm gonna go pass out.
Alright,
All
go.
right.
See you guys later.
Talk to y'all later.
Alright, see ya.
Bye.
Check out the
Have a good
coffee
one.
scene thing that I told you about.
Oh
that-
yeah.
All right. Good night,
Oh,
y'all.
Brett, have you ever seen Weeds?
I've heard of it. Actually, I started watching one season, then I kind of stopped because I just had other things to do.
Mm.
Okay. The only reason I hear coffee and like funny stuff, it always reminds me of an episode of Weeds. Let
yeah,
me
the
see if I can
coffee
put it
table.
on here. Oh, the coffee table. Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember if I told you guys that one or not. What do you call that thing between the dick and the asshole? The coffee table.
Oh, gosh.
So, all right. And it's the best delivery of a comedic line I've ever seen on a television
It
show
really
because it's
is.
this nice old cleaning lady who's like just done with the world, like done with everything. The two guys are like, "Hey, we need you to settle this dispute. What is that thing you call between the dick and the asshole?" And
coffee
they're
table.
arguing if it's called the taint or the
runway.
or the runway. And she looks at them both and without missing a beat says, looks down, the coffee table. So good. I'll have to find that clip. But all right, been
Very good.
wonderful. You guys have a good one. Glad you can make it, Argith and Rose. So enjoy your alcohol for me since I can't drink.
Thank you. Thank you for hosting. It was awesome. I'll see you guys later. Bye
All right, see you,
bye.
man.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Yuck. Ooh, it's terrible but wonderful at the same time. It's like freedom in a cup!
All right, y'all. That was fun. I will see y'all later.